It's Monday night and I'm in charge. We're doing Daggerheart, open playtest beta number 1 with the, what is it, Critical Role's new tabletop RPG. We're going to try it out.
Toy Boy
Hell
beta
yeah.
test.
Brew together a ragtag group of starter characters. We find ourselves in a made-up world in which the evils and terrors are battled in many ways, but one of the ways is by adventurers. Good old-fashioned adventurers. And these adventurers sometimes are members of the Adventurers Guild. Could you believe it or not? In this guild, they send out teams of 5 to take care of different requests, calls for need, things like that. And that is where our players are, a member of an adventuring team to be named. After receiving an urgent request for help by Goodman, a member of the town council of a desert city, large town, not really a big city, but a large desert town by the name of Drift in the Sandsong Wastes, saying that a large sandstorm uncovered a tomb out in the wastes, and ever since, things have been getting worse and worse. Undead have been roaming the lands, and his suspicion is that the Scholar Society, another group similar to the Adventurer Society, but whose goals are in pursuit of knowledge and magics, are investigating the ruin. He's expressed some distrust towards them, meddling with things they don't understand. So you guys find yourself a week into a journey through the desert. Your water running low, the heat pounding in the sand. You've stopped for the night in a secluded little cove in a rock face. Give you some cover from the back so that you only have one way to watch in the night. The caravan driver who's with you has been on the path, and you've seen some people leaving, all of which, to the smattering of conversations you had with the people going the other way on the road, they've been telling you that things have been going worse and worse, and the town is degrading, and they just felt like they needed to leave. Many of them with dark circles under the eyes, showing a lack of sleep. And the caravan driver assures you that tomorrow we will make the town of Drift. The journey will be over finally. And you have set camp, lit the fire, and are ready to take the rest for the night, preparing for the cold of the desert. As you look around, you see your adventuring group. And let's do some introductions here. See, Danny, do you want to tell us about your adventurer?
Sure. He is about 8.5 feet tall. He is part of a giant tribe who have kind of been more wild-like, but he kind of went off on his own and took to the forests and to the wilderness. Were mostly because he was shunned away. Most of his giant tribe are warriors and don't really have magic, but he has the opposite. He has a lot of magic within him. Not too much strength, but still, I mean, he's a big guy, so he's got some in him. He's got some beef. His name is Basalt, as a lot of his tribe members are named after types of stone. And he wears a big slab of basalt on his face, where the eye holes are cut off.
Love it.
He has 2 giant dual staves, each made out of basalt as well, with some gems inside to kind of give it a flair, but also it conducts his magical powers. But yeah, he's got a big, cool tattoo along like the collarbone and like around his shoulders and on his back, and a giant scar on the front of his chest and torso.
Very cool. So
Mhm.
these adventuring teams are not... Everyone in here can handle themselves, and usually the teams are built for cohesion, they're not usually built by an external source, but by adventurers finding each other and agreeing. So what does Basalt picture his role in a team situation like this being?
More support for maneuvering,
Okay.
getting in and out. He's big, but he's very silent on his feet. He can get shorter people to higher places with some of his experience. And his magic's, the way I'm picturing it, he's able to regulate temperature. So if they go into high heat, he can cool us down. If we go into low temperatures, he can heat us up a little bit and keep us warm.
That's sick. All right, Connor, your adventurer.
My adventurer's name is Criminy Grove. He is a fun grill, not a fun girl.
Yeah.
TBD.
Yeah, they get confusing.
¿Por qué no los dos?
And what do you call it? He's on the shorter side. He's got he looks like a mushroom. So his head is a giant mushroom cap. He's got very basic, bland clothing. Blue vest, gold trim, white pants. He doesn't look like Toad. Don't sue us, Nintendo. And he's got
legally distinct.
Yeah, got a hollowed axe and a shield. He's very in touch with nature. He's a wild-born background. Bit of a survivalist. I think he'd be good at tracking, good at foraging, good at scanning natural environments. So if we're in buildings or in town, maybe not as much help, but out in the woods, out in the mountains, things like that, that's where he shines.
So you think he's one of his roles is more of a like utility and keeping the group on track kind of thing?
Yeah, he's got some spells too though, so he's mostly on track, utility kind of.
Very cool. Kirby, your adventure boy.
My adventure boy goes by the name of Lazarus King, but you guys know him as Laz. He's a 6'2", like dark grayish green skinned orc. Wears a metallic chainmail armor, kind of dipped in like a black mat with some red flourishes about. He likes to juggle a knife in his downtime, just as he's kind of hanging about. Except he doesn't throw it up. He kind of throws it like lazily, like a boomerang. As his main weapon is a returning blade. As it comes back.
So cool.
And guess what he brings to the table is loves combat, loves fighting and stabbing. He's also known to eat basically whatever. He was exiled from his tribe, but the role he played in his old Orcish tribe was he sat next to the chieftain and would test all the foods and drinks before it got to him, just in case it was poisoned. But over time, had built up a tolerance to said poisons and whatnot, and just honestly poor cooking, where my best experience is that I have an iron stomach, so I will eat things randomly. My other experience is anytime somebody is doing something somewhat questionable, I will pressure them to do so.
Hell yes. The peer pressure.
I love chaos. I'm a really good number 2 guy. I love a good bad idea.
You love that, yeah. Squeak.
Bogart. He is a seaborn ribbit seraph.
Okay.
He's about 3 feet tall, and if he were completely naked in a forest, you would not be able to see him. He wears clothing similar to, think of Indiana Jones, Han Solo, only with Harrison Ford was a frog. What he brings to the table is he hunts artifacts, and he's really bad at it. But what he's really good at is escaping danger. His experiences are Tongue of Steel, you've all heard of a silver tongue, but he's got a steel tongue. In addition, his other experience is flippier
Sure.
than snot on a doorknob. Again, he can
He's
escape
generally
danger.
damp.
You just have like mucus, or
Yep. He's just a slick boy. He can escape. He can squeeze. He can slide. He can slither.
He's full amphibian, just out of the pond.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
gross.
His clothes don't
he
even stay
carries-
on.
He
Just like-
he carries a hallowed axe and a shield and wears no armor.
All right.
And kind
what
of
was his name?
Nigel Bogart.
Nigel.
Nigel Bogart. And finally Billy. I know you got. Okay, he's got it loaded.
Oh, I don't. It's not. Why does it not going now?
Shut up, we're listening.
I can't.
It worked for us. He's a Clank Guardian. Born of fire, robot boy extraordinaire. I assume a steadfast member of the team, ready to protect his allies. So it sounds like you guys this team is kind of bringing the beef. If four frontliners,
Oh, I can. Do you want to?
I'm into it.
Do you want me to speak the message? That's a lot.
No, it's okay.
No, I mean I can use the text thing in Discord, so the stream
No, it's
hears
fine.
it.
We just did it. We're good.
Okay, good. All right.
We handled it. It was beautifully written. So, bedding down for the night, and getting the fire going, getting ready for the cold night. As a group, you feel confident. There's a lot of strong characters, a lot of physical prowess, as well as some, I don't want to say pure like intelligence isn't the right word, but a lot of the wisdom and the ability to read and get out of situations is you guys are really proficient at it. And
Not me.
As a group, as a unit, and as the caravan leader who's been competently taking you, and he's never shown any flagging, beds down for the night. He stokes the fire and looks to the west, where in the setting sun, and as the setting oranges and reds turn to the purples and blacks of the night, you notice towards the town of Drift a low-hanging fog. It seems to be sitting over the town. Occasional flickers of lights in the sky, perhaps lightning, perhaps just the last remnants of the sun's rays peeking down over the horizon. And the caravan leader speaks up and, well, it's supposed to be getting worse around Drift. The rumors are, ever since the sandstorm came in, things have been getting worse and worse. Supposedly a sickness rolling through town, and a week or so after, undead started roaming the countryside outside. Not too much of a threat to begin with, but it seems as if it's been picking up. Also, the last few times I made this trip, the people seem to be, well, stranger and stranger every time I see them. I feel like whenever I walk in, everyone's watching me. I know a town that's not welcoming, so I never stay too long. I just thought you guys should be ready walking into it. There's rumors that the wildlife's getting stirred up too by, I assume, the undead, or I don't know, the people, the look in their eyes like they're seeing something. All of them can't sleep or have bad dreams or something.
What's his dude's name?
Interesting.
It's Carl. Caravan leader Carl.
Classically known as Carl.
Carl the Caravaneer. And yes, he has veneers. They're very pearly.
How long ago did the first attack from the undead happen?
Well, the sandstorm was about a month ago, and then a week after that, the first undead started being spotted or so.
Do you know if they built a fence line or anything like that?
The town has a wall to it, but that's just the main part of town. The farms and a lot of the things outside of it are... It's built around an oasis out here in the Sandstone Wastes. So you guys, like, picture pure, flat, just desert. Like, 100% desert. Sand dunes. Not much vegetation. Some rocks. And drift is built around this oasis pool. So they irrigate out some water to some farms around it, but it's really, that's it.
Mm.
Hey Carl, what sort of undead are we talking about here? Are we talking about quick
Skelly boys or fleshy bits?
zombies? Or maybe like
I
mummies.
run on all four, the scary ones. The
I'm no
28
adventurer
days
like,
later.
like you guys. It's just
Basalt shivers. Ooh.
I just guide the caravans, you know. I'm not a fighter.
Bam Bam said Bam Bam is ready to rock and bonk and Bam Bam all out of rock.
Well, that's good to hear. I just wanted to let you guys know that this place has been getting weird, but it's getting late. We should probably go to bed. Do you guys, yeah, go for it.
Hmm.
So, you guys bed down for the night. You probably have been, since you're out in the wilderness, setting some kind of watch. I don't want to do the normal 8-hour thing, very D&D. So let's have two members of the group who would be generally in charge of kind of keeping eyes out. Not necessarily active, staying awake, or losing any kind of rest. But let's have them let's get a roll.
Perfect. I don't mind being one of them. I think me being alone in the wilderness has kept me alert, so I'll try and be...
Bam Bam said I have experience as a soldier, so can I use some training from the field of how to set up efficient watches?
Cool.
Do you have... What are your experiences? I haven't seen anyone's sheets. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Mine's called... I made one called Regulate Temperature, so that it's a +2, and that's just like con saves for temperature stuff. And then I have I'll boost ya to get people from high to low places.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Bam Bam said Solider and Bodyguard.
You know, I will say Bodyguard is good enough for this.
I would not
so
be partaking.
Go ahead
Also-
and you two make the instinct rolls.
Cool.
Laz is definitely like sound asleep without a worry.
Do you have to use a hope to add your experience?
I
don't think so.
believe so.
I think,
I think,
you do.
yeah.
I think you have to spend a hope to add your plus for your experience.
Oh,
Whichever
no.
starts with 2 hope, starts the
Yep.
game in general with 2 hope.
And also, some classes have like roles, or maybe
Sure.
not races, the ancestries
Yeah.
have roles you do before a session. So I know I'm not one of those, but I just look over that.
I am. I rolled 2d4. I rolled a 3 and a 4. I rolled
Okay.
really well on those, so I have those in my back pocket for later.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know everything, so if you guys feel like something
cool.
applies, just tell me and explain it, and we'll just go with that.
Yeah, I kind of think that's what they're there for. They're not like game breaking. It's like +1 or +2.
Yeah, they're not crazy.
do
with My instinct added, I rolled a total of 9, but my hope die is a 6 and my fear die is a 1.
Oh, sorry. What was the total?
9
9 with hope or fear?
with
That's
hope.
the easiest one. Okay.
Yeah.
So mark your hope. That's yours on your own sheet.
Do I gain? Okay, so I gain
Yeah, so
one.
when you roll a hope, something with hope, you personally gain the hope, and then when you
okay.
guys roll with fear, that's my DM counter fear.
Yep.
That's right.
So-
Okay.
Yeah. 10 was it? Sorry,
9. Sorry. Yeah.
9. It goes without anything alarming.
Good watch, Hot Wheels.
Bam Bam got 14 with fear.
14 with fear.
Bam Bam said got a 14 with fear.
There it is. Came through. Bao Bao, no dice playing. Just because I'm playing doesn't mean you can play.
Can he roll your fear?
Yeah.
Please, yes.
You'll bat it off my desk and fucking kill you guys.
I'm here for it.
I don't know this rule, but I'm gonna house rule it immediately. I don't know how crits work for DM rolls, but if I roll a nat 20, I'm gonna say I crit you.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
Fuck
know
it.
if that's fair. That feels right.
Bring it. Yeah, that's fine.
The night passes, you guys get your rest. Bam Bam with the 14. A few times over the night, you are sitting, it's quiet, the low crackle of the fire in this little enclave sheltering from the desert. The soft winds are blowing, and every now and then you feel like you hear a distant, potentially voice-like quality to the wind blowing, murmuring, a sort of unsettling background to the night. But soon enough, the sun begins to peak in the east over the horizon, and everyone begins to pack up camp.
Bam Bam said should be watchful. Whispers on the wind should be a caution.
I didn't hear nothing, but I'll take your word for it.
As you guys pack up, begin moving out of the enclave. Who's up in the front? Generally in this progression.
Caravan.
Bam Bam? Yeah.
I'll be towards the front with him. Maybe second.
Bam
I'm
Bam.
lounging in the back.
I would probably be in the midfield.
I'll be lounging with my little friend here.
Hey, I'm not so little.
As you
Littler than me.
guys are leaving, Bam Bam leading the front, just at the last moment, you see a shifting pile of sand right next to you. A scorpion the size of maybe like a wagon, a large scorpion, pops out, buried under the sand, able to sneak up close and corner you guys in over the night. And then to your left, another one pops up. And it's a new system, so I wanted to get a combat under the belt.
Let's fucking go.
And
Yep.
just send it. So,
Do it.
Oh yeah, no,
Do
fuck
it.
that.
2 giant scorpions. How do I summon you guys? It's in there. I know it's in there.
It's in there somewhere, man.
Players.
Yeah,
summon
it's in
players
there,
to the
man.
board. There we go. This is a huge map. I'm not using it for everything, but we're over by this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
Oh, it is big.
I think you guys have control. 2 giant scorpions manage to sneak their way up and pin you guys into this corner, looking for a fight. This is it. There's no initiative. Who feels like they would take control? Who's the first actor?
Bam Bam
Oh,
said
fuck, yeah,
initiating
no
combat
initiative.
protocols.
All right.
I
Bam
would like
Bam.
to showing on the closest scorpion.
For showing.
So I definitely think you were able to get in range, because who cares? You're in range, and I want you to be, and I'm in charge.
Amazing. This is great.
Where are my
I wanted to get the
Fail.
shake.
No, I love it.
You know?
I love it.
Just get in and shake it
Ugh.
off and say we done it, and then we can worry about the rest of the game.
Bam Bam said 19 with hope.
19 with hope.
Nice.
Absolutely hits. Mark your hope too. Make sure you're marking your hope.
Bam Bam said
Laz,
5
try to-
damage.
5 damage. So that's only a minor wound, but a wound indeed. 1 health off of that scorpion. Roll with hope. You're still you guys.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, and so
I would-
I don't know if you guys watched it, but there is once a session, you may spend 3 hope to do a tag team action, in which 2 of you guys do things at the exact same time. You roll, both of you roll to hit, and you take the better. Both of you roll in the same roll, and you take whoever's is better as, or you get to choose whose roll to take for the action you want to do. So it costs
That's
3
cool.
hope to do it, and you get to just tag team something. But that's an option. Also, spending a hope on a roll to get advantage, which is adding a d6 to your outcome. You can do that as many times, I think, as you want. If you wanted to
Yeah.
spend 3 hope and add 3 d6. So those are just like the really quick rulesy things. But I think I forgot your character's name. But Kirby, seemed like you were wanting in.
Yeah. Lads would immediately go from like not a worry to the in the world to like, oh fuck, and just immediately full sprint, and as I'm running, just launch the returning blade like kind of from like the side, like,
Sure.
and
Are you running towards the one that has Bam Bam by it?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you kind of cut across to avoid the other one, and then get about to here, I think, and then yeah, make your attack roll.
13 with fear.
13 hits. We'll track a fear.
So just roll damage like that.
You know,
It's a 1, Bob.
1 is
Wait. I think I might re-roll ones. No, I don't.
What happens if you don't hit the minor threshold? Do you do nothing?
You get a stress.
Yep.
Yeah.
So okay.
Oh.
So he
Wait,
takes a stress
you?
down.
The person, yeah, sorry, your
No,
target
the guy
takes a
you're
stress? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it's
Which
like,
is
oh
good.
man, I
That's good,
suck, I
because
missed.
they
No, I'm
have-
stressed
They
out.
have ways to spend stress to do extra stuff. So like, it's not nothing.
Yeah. I'll go next. I'll open up on the second
Well,
one there.
Since you guys
Yeah.
got a fear, it now is my turn.
Hold on.
He can decide to go.
I get sneak attack.
Okay. For more damage?
It's different. You always add a D8, and when you use sneak attack, you may also spend hope before the attack roll to add other D8s. But I always get the extra D8. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is a 5, so 6 total.
6 total. That takes you from no damage or stress damage to health
A minor?
damage. Yeah.
Nice. Forgot, I'm a rogue.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Since you roll with fear, I will use one of my turn trackers to activate this scorpion right next to it, and he's gonna go straight for Bam Bam. I think. Came up with that confidence. I rolled d20s, so here I go, rolling it. 10? Does 10 hit? What's your evasion score, Bam Bam? 2 is evasion? Alright, so 10 hits. He must have a lot of health. Or armor. Alright, what am I rolling? Oh, I rolled huge. 13 damage.
Bam Bam said I will mark a stress and reduce damage by my armor value of 13.
Dude,
Is that guardian
you
shit?
You kind of see the claw coming in for Bam Bam, and as soon as he does it, he just shoves his shield right between the claw and holds it
Wait.
back as he's pushing in.
How much damage did you do?
13. He took it to 0.
Well, then I don't think he takes the stress if it
He
goes to
spent
0.
the stress to do this.
Yeah, that was his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you were able to hold it. That's my turn. Yeah, back to you guys.
Oh boy, we're getting into it.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna extend it. I'm gonna use my spirit weapon.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw my hollowed axe out, and it's gonna come back to me. I'm also going to mark a stress. I would like to get in close range of both scorpions if I can, and I'm gonna try to hit both of them for a stress.
You can get in close range of both of them.
All right. It says it uses the same attack roll, but I don't know if I roll separate damage.
I think it's half damage for some reason, but does it say anything else?
It says treat it as though it is a weapon with close range. Mark a stress to also apply this attack to another target in range on the same attack roll.
So yeah, you'd mark a stress and it would hit 2.
Okay, cool.
But do I roll damage twice?
Just roll damage once and it does both, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack roll. That is a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. Mark your hope. 15 hits.
I will mark a hope. Maybe. And then it is, I believe, a D10
Bam Bam said sorry.
for damage.
I don't use a stress, but I spend a hope and can reduce damage by my armor value.
That's not right. It was a 1.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
Right.
wrong.
1 damage to both. Actually, you
One
know
damage
what?
to both.
You know what? There's also... Nope, I can't do that. Okay, yeah, 1 damage to both. God dang it!
They'll both mark a stress. And is it when they're out of stress they start taking health damage? Is that seems right?
Yep.
I think, right?
Yep.
All right. With hope, you guys are still going. Still, you guys.
Come on, little buddies, help me out here. And with one of my dual stabs, I'll flip at the flame, and a small, little puff of fire launches over to the one by Bam Bam right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
As it melts the sand right next to it, and a spike of glass is gonna shoot up at it.
That's fucking sick. Yeah, make your attack.
Right. I rolled +2 is an 11 with hope.
Take your hope. 11 doesn't hit.
Okay,
I think that's just it, right?
I believe so.
I think misses are just misses.
Yeah, that's fine.
With hope, you guys are still going.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna move a little bit too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
See, here comes
Yeah,
some
go
help.
ahead.
I'm gonna use what do I got here? Where'd my sheet go? I'm gonna use Unleash Chaos on the one that no one has been focusing yet, and
Sure.
I've got 2 spell tokens on it. I'm gonna use them. I'm gonna use one to channel raw energy from within myself and unleash it against them. So
Okay.
I will. Where's that roll? Oh, there. Okay. Rolling in here is weird. That is a 19 with hope.
Hits.
All right.
Mark your hope.
Yeah. How do I go to damage? It's 1d10 for damage. Ooh, max damage 10.
Nice.
Nice.
And that'll be my first one. Or, I mean,
Oh, wait, how
my
much
move
damage
for
is
now.
that? Sorry.
10.
10 damage. That's a major wound, so 2 health off of him.
Big.
He's looking hurt. I don't know if there's still bloodied rolls, but he's bloodied.
Mhm.
Yeah, you guys
will-
are still up.
I'll just kind of watch out for the tail, and then I'll do a power slide underneath, pulling, catching my returning blade, and then pulling out my dagger and trying to double strike.
Oh, I love
Both?
it. So you're coming in. Oops, wrong.
Yeah,
Between or on the outside?
And I will spend a hope to. I'm in between. I'm confident. And yeah.
Spending your hope for more sneak attack.
Yes. Fox.
All right.
7 with fear.
7 with fear. 7 is the major threshold. So how do you kill this guy? Where are you putting these
7.
two
That was
daggers?
7 to hit.
Oh, 7 to hit?
Yeah.
That misses.
Fuck.
Was that with fear or with hope?
That was with fear. So I will mark my fear.
Oh, I forgot they've got more legs than I remember.
And I will spend 2 action things, and I will activate both of these this turn.
Okay.
Oh boy.
This one here, I'm going to spend 2 fear to activate its venomous stinger attack, and that's going to go against Bam Bam. 6 to hit, but I think that is. Right. So I will roll 2d8. That's 8 physical damage to you. And you are now poisoned. So you're poisoned until your next short rest, or you succeed on a knowledge check. So while poisoned, before you make an action roll, they must roll a d6. If it's 4 or below, you'll have to mark a stress. That's poison. But that is that one's turn. This one is going to, I think, come on the other side and sandwich maneuver here. And
Where's he coming?
Coming on the sandwich.
Coming on the backside, and he's gonna then sandwich. He's gonna swing first at Lazarus. Was that your name?
Gonna
Yep.
come with hope or come with fear?
4 to hit. We're rolling like trash here.
No.
He's going to mark a stress and attack again. He can attack with his other pincer if he uses a stress. So here we go for a 15 to hit. That maybe he'll do it.
Yes.
For 10 physical damage.
I will hold on. Calculate damage.
Bam Bam said I will spend a stress and take it.
You
I
can
got it.
intercept. You guys.
I have something for it too. I'll do it because I can really reduce it. I'm gonna
Bam
use
Bam
it.
said then I will hope and negate it.
Okay, that's fine.
So it just
Use
goes
your
away.
guardian.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, that's my
Thanks,
turn.
Bam Bam.
So as
Just still
he gets,
confident.
he kind of sees the one coming on the other side and like pushes his pincer back, stopping the pincer. After you dodge the first one, he blocks the second one off into the sand. But as he's doing that, the tail from the one in front of him stabs him in a glancing wound. Not doing a lot, but some of the poison enters your, we'll call it hydraulics. And it's back to you guys. Who's
Bam Bam said I'll shove my shield into the ground and spin my assault wheelchair and club the one that stabbed me.
Assault
Oh,
wheelchair.
yeah, you will, dude. The assault
Let's,
wheelchair.
Let's switch up tactics, guys. Who just got poisoned?
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam? Am I close to Bam Bam?
I think he was about to do an attack.
Yeah, he's spinning.
Okay. Go ahead.
Bam Bam said 15 with hope.
15 hits with hope. Mark it.
Bam Bam said it won't roll damage.
What are your damage dice? We can just all roll some real quick.
Bam Bam said 4 damage.
4 damage. All right, that is a minor wound on the one in front of you. Really nearly dead. And then Squeak, I believe, wanted to... You saw the poisoning happen and you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna look over at Lazarus. He kind of just took a big hit.
No, he got
All right,
deflected.
buddy.
He got
Bam Bam got it.
intercepted. Yeah.
Bam Bam said I reroll once
Wait,
and
what?
2, so I will reroll it.
Didn't he just take a bunch of damage?
I would have, but Bam Bam intercepted it.
He
Okay.
deflected this blow.
Bam
Well,
Bam said I deal 12 damage.
12
If that's
damage.
the case.
Bam Bam said max dice.
Hell yeah. Bam
Yes,
Bam, after getting the glancing blow, turns around with his assault wheelchair as the wheels kick up some sand, just brings the club down and cracks open this thing's head like a crab claw on a feast day. And it is dead. One left.
Well done, Bam Bam.
We're gonna eat good tonight. I'm gonna switch it up and use my long tongue. I'm gonna mark another stress. And I'm just gonna try to punch this thing in the... I'm gonna tongue punch its fart box.
Alright.
See what we got here. A 19 with hope.
Hits.
That does hit. And it's
Yeah,
a
hits.
D12 for damage.
Hell yeah.
How?
For 3 damage. I'm gonna spend one of my prayer die and boost that to 7 damage.
Alright, 7 is the major wound threshold, so
Nice.
You.
from 1 wound to 2,
Oh, that's cool.
very cool. You guys are still going. Who's seeing it? You see the tongue come out.
Yeah,
Punch the fart box.
I'll go.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
I want to try something. I am going
What
to
we're here for.
use my beast form and transform myself into a what's an example here? I think a wolf is right. It's a pack
giant
predator.
Knowing that he's trying something stupid, I'd like to spend a hope and help him.
Okay, yeah. So you get a
Um,
plus D6 to whatever stupid thing you're
yeah.
about to do.
I think I just want to run up and attack him. So the thing that it has is when I make an attack on the same target as an ally right before you, add an additional D8 to my damage dice pool.
All right.
And
So
go ahead.
you're transforming into a wolf.
Yes.
Very cool. And then you're charging in and attacking.
Yeah.
Who's a druid?
But
Awesome.
my question is, what is? I don't think I have I have a beast form page on my page, but I don't have just like it just says attack strength D8 physical. I guess that's my
Yeah, so roll your
damage dice.
strength.
Okay.
Rank the D8, like your modifier D8.
No, I think
Which, oh, you're going in the wolf? Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll strength, yeah, and then you'd roll d8 for damage.
So you roll, and then you have an added D6 because Lazarus is helping you with a hope.
yeah. And I think I have +2 from being in beast form. I have and then +6 from Kirby's Hope. Is that right? So
A d6,
A
plus
D6.
6.
right. Okay. So
Giving
this
you
will
the advantage equivalent.
this one will be my roll before the modifier.
Okay.
That is a.
You can add a d6 to it in the game.
Yeah. It's a
the bottom one.
6 with hope right now. Oh, how did you? I'll try
The
to.
little 2 arrows next
Yeah.
to the duality roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see that. Yeah. Okay, so the first one was a 6. I'll add the d6 for advantage. Ooh, well, is that right? Why do I have a 4 plus 2? I think it should just be. No, it's just 4. Just 4. So 10 total with hope.
So take your hope, but 10 unfortunately does not hit.
Ah, okay.
But you guys are rolling with hope, so keep the train going.
Sorry, Mr. Grove, not stupid enough. And I'm just gonna charge it and try to stab it between the eyes. Actually, you know what? I'll like run up close and get close and act like I'm gonna punch it, but I've really thrown my returning blade behind me, and then as I go to punch it, it like flies in and I grab it at the same time.
Oh, sick.
That's
That's
cool.
fucking sick, yeah.
That's a 13 with hope.
13 is the difficulty.
Very nice. Wow, another 1 on that, plus sneak attack. 2 damage.
2 damage. It doesn't have any more stress, so it does do a health of damage.
What does sneak attack do in Daggerheart? Did you describe that?
It adds a D8 like in D&D, but I can, before rolling, I can spend hope to add extra D8s.
Oh, okay. So it's a hopeless
Damn.
thing.
So it's
That's cool.
riskier.
Yeah.
Because like last turn I spent a hope before to add extra damage, but I missed.
Gotcha.
All
Cool.
right. Come on, guys. Help me out. And I'll wisp a couple more flames, puffs, and they're like walking over to me, and I push them into the sand, and I release them as a glass saw blade runs through the sand towards the scorpion.
Fucking, you're just an anime character, dude.
I always am.
So sick.
Always am. That one meme where he's like, "You're an anime character, the gun behind, always have been."
19 plus 2.
19
21 with fear.
All right.
So
Absolutely is.
damage is, what is it?
Rolled a
A
1 on every
D8
damage
plus
so far.
2 for 8 points of damage.
8 points is a major wound. He's looking bad.
Your turn, DM.
I will use an action track to activate my scorpion, and I'm going to convert 4 action points into 2 fear to keep those for later, because this is not lasting long. I will use 2 of those fear to do another tail attack here. I think into Lazarus here on the front. Yeah, he's not getting out of there. Yeah. For a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
With the tail attack, so that's 6 physical damage.
Okay.
And then you too are poisoned.
I am going to spend an armor,
Sure.
so that does no damage after that. And then as I'm an orc, I roll a d6 when I spend armor, and on a 5+, I don't mark the armor.
All right.
Damn, that's solid.
I rolled a 4 though.
So if you negate the damage, should we say poison still happens? It doesn't say anything. I think probably not. I think that's dumb. If you... And maybe... I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's say no poison, since you negate the damage.
Okay.
It encourages to spend your stuff, I think. And then he's going to take his normal claw attack against you as well. For a 14 to hit,
Yes.
which does 5 physical damage.
Fuck it, I'll do the same thing.
Same thing.
That's kind of what I was hoping to do.
Cool. All right, he's done.
And I rolled a 1. I can't. All right, nothing's triggering.
Later.
but it's okay.
Watch your feet. Got another one coming. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the sand saw.
Yeah, send it.
14 plus 2, 16.
16 hits.
Fear. 16 with
All right,
fear.
I'll mark the fear. He only has 1 health and no stress left, so any amount of damage you're gonna do here is gonna finish it. So just explain what we see here.
Right when it gets past my little ribbit friend here, it just gets huge, and it just cuts it in half. And I get
Right through and off into the distance.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, boy.
Like a destructo disc.
So as
Yeah.
the like
Pretty much.
the green ooze and the carapace thing is just like the saw sound. It goes through another 30, 40 feet maybe until you see the glass just kind of shatter and turn into a pile on the far side. And with that, we did a combat. And it's over. And now we don't have to be too worried.
Now we got some scorpion meat, fellas.
I'm already eating a piece of it.
Ugh. I like mine well
I'm
done.
kind of like covered in the green blood since I was so close, and I'll just do like a little dog shake and, you know,
Just
get it all off of me. And then I'll revert back from beast form.
All right, boys.
So, Bam Bam is poisoned. That's the only current outcome after, other than your.
And what was the effect of poison again? I know you said it. But...
Poison. So when you make a roll, you roll a d6, and if you get 4 or below, you mark a stress. Gotcha. So it just makes doing things take a little stress.
Bam Bam said, "Can I make a check to clear it?"
Yeah, so you can make a knowledge roll.
I don't know shit about getting rid of poison, guys, unless I'm just eating the scorpion.
Bam Bam said 10 with hope.
10 with hope. Unfortunately, 10 does not. But mark your hope down. So you guys can take...
Bam Bam said, "I'm a fucking robot."
That should have been one of your experiences.
That should have been one of your experiences.
I'm a fucking robot.
I'm a fucking robot.
Get like a +1 or 2 to poison rolls.
Or like picking up somebody at the bar. Just a fully different interpretation.
So is anybody hurt? Does anybody look hurt?
My arm was banged up a bit, but if we're taking a short rest, I can patch myself up.
Okay, that's fine. Is anybody stressed?
Bam Bam said, "I could use help with this poison."
Aren't you like a poison frog or something?
Unfortunately, I can't help out with that poison, but I can help with stress or wounds.
Bam Bam said, "You'll have to suck it out."
I'll suck it out. I'm gonna try to suck it out.
I'll use hope to help him. Can I?
I mean, you guys can make a knowledge roll. Yeah, you could use hope to give him a +6 on a knowledge roll.
Good luck. No, specifically for sucking.
No, we're sucking that bitch out.
No, whatever you want to make him. I'll spend a hope to help.
Knowledge roll.
You'll spend a hope to help. I'll spend a hope to help.
2d6.
I mean, I'll suck it out.
Robot.
Well,
all right, me next.
Oh.
And you guys remember he's a robot, so you're just grabbing a tube and you're just whenever hydraulic
like mortar oil,
siphoning
gas, yeah.
It's just fucking antifreeze coming out of a hose. You guys are just.
So Bam Bam said, "I got stung in the back, not the dick."
Oh, my bad, buddy.
Sucking him at the same time.
I'll give it a shot if nobody's rolling. Or
I was gonna ask.
Bam Bam said, "I didn't say stop."
Well, I think you rolled.
You're not gonna tell us when we got it all out.
No, nobody's rolling.
Okay, I'll roll. You said knowledge for sucking the poison out?
Bam Bam said, "Ha ha ha."
All right, I will roll the knowledge. I add 2 advantage. Right?
2 or 3, I don't know.
I spent 1.
And then I can spend a hope to apply my experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend my hope to apply my iron stomach experience.
I allow it iron stomach for sure here.
And I'll add 2 to the roll. That's a 20 with hope, Bob.
That gets it. You, as you're just hosing this antifreeze out of whatever pipe this is coming from, you notice a kind of a flavor similar to the fucking bite you just took. And you're like, that was it. I got it.
Not that bad, to be honest.
You're no longer poisoned. You've been sucked to health.
I kind of just pat him on the back and go, and give him a nod and just turn around. All right.
Eye contact.
Bam Bam said, "I appreciate it. I've never seen that medical practice before."
Well, good thing I've never been to a doctor.
Bam Bam said you're good at it. Thank you.
I'm gonna spend a stress to move from one shadow to another.
Sure. You fucking fade into obscurity immediately.
Jesus Christ.
Bam Bam said you want a smoke stick.
As you're talking to nobody, I can go far away, so I'm just gonna go far away and start patching up my armors and kind of pulling out some stuff and getting my chain links back.
So I wanted to do a short rest here too, so that we've done it. So a short rest, you can do 2 of any of these. You can tend to wounds, clear 1d4 hit points, or you can do this to an ally instead. You can clear stress, which is 1d4 stress. You can repair armor, which is just you heal 1 armor slot, or you can prepare.
Two armor slots, right?
Bam Bam said I would also like to use my downtime to repair armor and clear stress.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going
we can do
to
2 of any of those things.
2 of any of those things.
I'm gonna be repairing my repairing my armor and then preparing, just like if there's any like, honestly, just pieces of the scorpion. If there's like a remnant of a head left, I'm just taking my blade and just like launching it and just like practicing. Like, remember when we see the zombies or undead, headshots only.
All right, yeah.
Get a hope.
I'm going to prepare as well, and I'm going to make a small like line of little flame soldiers that are on the sand, just like, and I'm giving them drills so we can hit
like
better
push-ups
next.
and shit?
Yeah.
So I have
Oh, that's sick.
And then I'll allow them. I don't know if I have like a component pouch, but they'll hop into my little pouch.
So I have a thing called Safe Harbor for my Seaborn community. Says once per session, when you take a short or long rest, you may take 1 additional downtime action.
Awesome.
So I'm going to prepare twice,
Sure.
and then I'm going to mark my Safe Harbor, and I am going to use something that's on another page. It's called Mending Touch. I'm going to lay my hands upon a creature that is me and channel my healing magic. When I take a few minutes to focus, spend 2 hope and heal a hit point or a stress. So I'm going to spend those 2 hope I just got and heal my 1 stress. The end. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Just for clarity, though, you can just clear stress as a downtime action, 1d4 of stress. If you want to take a hope and then just, instead of preparing twice, prepare and then clear stress and then keep a hope.
I'll do that.
So then you just roll 1d4. You may not get it, but
how many d4 do I need on the d4?
When you take the downtime action as 1d4, and then you clear that many stress.
Well, I rolled a 4, so
there you go.
Cool. I have 1 more hope than I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if it counts as preparing, but I'm gonna here's what I want to do. I want to put a spell token back on my Unleash Chaos spell, and to do that causes, I had to mark a stress token. My question is, I don't want to get like into some loophole bullshit, but if I prepare that, then could I use the short rest to clear that same stress, or do we want to?
Prepare is a downtime action. It's the name of a downtime action. So if you're not taking a hope, you're not preparing. That's what preparing does. Like,
right?
So
yeah.
If you want to do that before the rest and cause your strain, and then take your clear stress during your downtime, like that's fine. If that's what you're asking.
Well, I don't think preparing is the spell token thing. I don't think it counts as preparing, so I'm not going to take
only
the
getting
hope.
That's what preparing. Yeah, but if you wanted to do the thing where you spend stress to get tokens and then clear stress, like that's totally fine.
Yeah, if that's okay. I mean, I wasn't sure timing wise,
I
how
think
much
that's
I could.
fine. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, because it just doesn't say.
I mean, I'm giving you guys a
Yeah.
short rest after one thing, so it's like
I
not
know,
really
I know.
probably how you should. I'm
Yeah,
trying to hit
I'm gonna-
mechanics so that we're not worried about it later.
Mark a stress and clear it. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
All right. With the short rest, Carl has prepared the cart. All right, it's not much farther. Let's get this over with. And you guys get back on the path and begin your journey towards Drift. You guys were maybe 6-7 hours out. You arrive there mid-afternoon with the short rest in the morning. Maybe it's 2 o'clock. The sun has been beating down on the sands for hours. It's hot. In the distance, you see the tops of some buildings and palm trees around this oasis, and the road appears to be well made, but not abandoned in terms of falling apart, but there's not many people on it. As you get closer, there's a few abandoned carts off to the side with small drifts of sand from the winds against the edges. And it's relatively quiet as you keep getting closer. As you approach, there's not like a full gates kind of situation. It's fully unmanned, no one there, open. There's a light wooden gate that can swing closed, but it's nothing but some lashed together tree trunks. As you get into town, there's plenty of buildings, but many of them with the wooden windows latched closed, and those people you do see around town kind of stare at you as you walk by. They're turning heads with just beady eyes as you come in. None of them greet you. None of them initiate any kind of conversation. The sound of the horse and carriage on the sandstone road is mostly what you hear. Just the hoof clip-clopping, I guess, kind of down the road, and the wind occasionally blowing between the buildings. Can somebody make whoever would be really aware
I was
of
actually
their surroundings, can you make an
thinking of-
instinct check for me?
yeah.
I'll do one too.
All right, so we'll do
Or
I want to be
Well,
in like
Connor
beast-
and Danny. We'll just have two you guys
Yeah.
here. That seems fine.
okay.
Can I be in beast form in my scout before?
No, because you weren't.
Okay.
Can I burn a hope to help one of them?
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah.
You said what check do you want us to do?
An instinct check. Instinct is
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
the, like, look around perception-y kind of thing.
I'll
Who are you
help
helping?
Basalt.
Okay.
So I burn a hope to help.
So
Hashtag hope to
16
help.
plus 2.
Oh,
18 with fear.
21 with hope.
18 with fear. And a 21 with hope. Alright, I'll take my fear token here. I've got a big buildup over here of fear. That's
A
fun.
lot of fear. Are you scared?
So,
Fucking scared.
I don't remember you guys' names. Danny's character guy.
Assault.
Basalt. This is what happens when I can't see. It's just Basalt, as you're kind of looking around, you get deeper into town towards the like bazaar area. A lot of the same people with their blank stares, almost of disapproval of like, great, more people coming, more outsiders coming, as if it's not bad enough. You get the feeling that you're not welcome, that you're not trusted. And as you're kind of looking through the market, one of the few places still with the windows open, not necessarily out of friendliness, but the smell of meat kind of comes over you, and you see from meat hooks in the window a butcher finishing cleaving the leg off of like the carcass of what you assume is a goat or a sheep, preparing food, cleaning. A large man in a leather apron and a cleaver, and he looks at you with the same baggy eyes and almost a little bit of a pale whisper. He doesn't look good, but he's still working. He's still going. It seems almost like an echo. And with the 21, you noticed this guy as well, but a 21 with hope. Around the corner in an alley. Once you see lots of things. You see some children. It's not strange that you've seen children here, but you think potentially that one, a little girl peeking out from behind a corner, and you don't think much of it at first, and then a block or two later, you see her again. Watching, peeking out from behind a corner, and as soon as you make eye contact with her, she like pops back out and goes away, and you keep going. She had like a sandy blonde, short shoulder length hair. She was maybe 12 years old, a young girl. But it stuck out to you that you saw her more than once. Not necessarily that she was following you, but it was peculiar.
Bam Bam said potential threat assessed. Preparing for ambush.
And as you guys kind of tensely keep moving through the town, you get to the center here, and Carl goes, "Well, I told you this place was giving me bad vibes. Over there's Goodman Alby's place. That's where I received the directions to. I don't know about these undead, but this is as far as the road goes for me."
You
All right,
wanna
Carl.
come over for dinner?
I think I'll be getting out of here as soon as I can.
That
And he kind of helps unload your stuff.
I kind of just jump out real quick and do a look around, like just a little stretch. All right. This
And
place is weird.
He turns and just starts heading right out. He's not sticking around. So you guys are in this town center with the area that the house that he pointed out is Goodman Alby's. The townspeople, there were some around, but it seems almost that like those that were outside or milling about with new people in town, they seem to kind of scurry away like roaches leaving the light.
Does anyone look particular, like, not sketchy in like the undead sense, but like underhanded?
You go ahead and make a knowledge check
I
for
mean-
me.
Pretty sure I saw the twins from The Shining. So, you know, there's that.
I'm more so looking for like,
Come play with us.
yeah, it's not roll knowledge. 14 with fear.
14 with fear.
It's a scary
With
place.
scary.
Nothing like a zombie or a mummy or a skeleton.
No. More so like a thief.
There was a strange, having been in many urban places and being a thief yourself on your adventures, you know that
Allegedly.
keeping an eye out for like pickpockets and cut purses is always a good thing to do. You didn't see anything like that. Almost in a concerning way, you didn't see anyone trying to make a quick penny. Nobody trying to steal or
This
lie
place is weird.
a quick payoff. Those
You
that
said
you
this-
saw watched you, almost standing still, just tracking you until you were gone.
All right, I wasn't nervous until just this very moment.
Why?
Well, usually someone tries to steal something from me, and that makes me feel at home. But right now, there's just a bunch of weirdos. Look at them.
Yeah, I sense that
Looking
too.
at
That
us.
guy with the goat's been looking at us this whole time.
I
See him? And I point like non-discriminately just at him with my
He
with one of
he
my.
was probably like a block or two back, but you can still see maybe the meat from the open windows. And as you
Yeah.
guys are looking, most of these places have little sand buildups in the windowsills and different things like that. That's giving you the impression that, one, they don't open these things. People are not opening things anymore. And people are also not going outside much to take care of it. They're not maintaining for maybe the last month or so, you can assume, since this kind of started.
Is there
that-
like a really tall building
Um,
in town, or is there not really
contrary
that tall?
to the Tailspire map that we'll go to, no, there's
Okay.
not. Contrary to the desert city I pulled that has a towering skyscraper that doesn't exist. No, this is
Just delete
it's a
half
very
of it.
flat, small town that's centered around this oasis. And as you guys came in, you kind of approached this town center. Has the like palm trees, still water, clear water around it. Is kind of where this center is, and then
Does the center look healthy still? Like the water and the plants look?
The trees and the plants are all green still. They're not. It's not necessarily. Yeah, they're not bleached or anything.
We'll go take a look at this goat guy real quick. I'll be back.
I'll come with. I mean,
Can I eyeball the highest point in the town?
Palm tree?
There's maybe
That's
a
what I'm
two-story
thinking.
like inn building. There's an inn that has a top floor. That's the tallest.
Well, they're going to check out the butcher. I'm not about to go check out a child. That's creepy. Bam Bam, let's just keep our heads on a swivel.
So you guys kind of all going that way?
Bam
Following
Bam
the
said
song?
I will assess for threats.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't think we can split the
Just
party in
all together.
Daggerheart, right?
Yeah, it says
We're gonna
don't
try it.
split the party. It says don't do it. All right, so where we have
it does say that?
Lazarus and Basalt going to no, I made that up.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're
It's like fucking don't. You're gonna die.
That's the one rule in Daggerheart.
don't.
You
Do not split
never
the party.
split the party.
Every time
So
someone
Lazarus
splits the
Basalt
party,
going
we have to
towards
do
the
prize.
butchering shop,
Mhm.
and then where was the other group? Are you guys just staying? You staying put?
Yeah,
Holding-
did Carl point out Goodman
He
Albie's
pointed out-
house?
Would be Nalby's house. Yeah,
I
you
think
guys
we
are like,
sh-
it's right on the square here.
yeah.
You guys could go there.
Yeah, I think I'd like to go check out the house. Bam Bam, will you come with me? Nigel, are you going with one party or the other, or are you kind of scoping the area?
I'm gonna scope the area, but I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go rooftop to rooftop, trying to stay hidden, using
It's
my
not.
tongue.
It's not. Let me try to. It's not a super dense urban city.
It's
like
not
there's
dense?
buildings around, but it's not like 10 or 15 foot. Like there's a few alleys, but
Like
there's
Spider-Man
maybe
out in the country.
100 people.
Yeah, I was gonna Spider-Man with my tongue from rooftop to rooftop. But
I mean, you can still do that, I guess. But I'm just trying to make sure the setting is hitting. You know.
I want to get on top of what is his name? Ganbon Alley,
Goodman Albie?
Goodman Alley. I want to get on top of his house. Can I see the butcher shop from there?
You'd have like probably partially obscured, like at a strong angle view, but yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be able
Yeah.
to keep
I'll just get on top. I'll tongue rope up, and
Awesome.
then I'll just keep an eye out on the butcher shop, and mainly the butcher shop, but also whatever else I.
All right, so the other guys going inside Albies, you guys waiting?
Well, Bam Bam, do we wait outside for other party members, or do we go in and introduce ourselves? I don't like being out here, but I don't want to separate the others.
You guys should just go in.
Bam Bam said I will stay and watch.
All right,
Alright,
we'll
so
stay
they're
outside and
lingering.
watch. Yeah.
So, you guys make your way back. Bow bow, not now, please.
Bam Bam said I'm not a social bot.
You need to get Chat GPT installed.
You guys make your way towards the butcher. And as you approach, he continues the rhythmic thump of his cleaver against the cutting board, cutting through, prepping different carcasses.
All right, Basalt.
Yeah.
Do this
Knock,
one like
knock.
normal. A little good, yep. A little knock knock. Bad
And I'll
cop.
kind of like duck under his like whatever. Just to give him a look. I know I'm tall. I don't know how big the doorway is, or.
You have to duck slightly, not much. Like just a head bow. He's
Hey
a
there,
big
Mr.
dude.
Butcher.
You buying?
No, I could.
You holding?
Excuse me?
The fuck is that, dude?
Go ahead, Basalt.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
Vetting him out.
Chomp.
I'm just here to answer questions. We're from the Adventurers Guild. You got answers for me, or do you want me to fuck off?
Well, what questions you got? Here to take care of those scholars?
We could, if that's the problem. But we're here asking questions about the town. Why is it so, quiet?
Creepy.
Yeah, creepy.
He's takes a beat or two, chops, finishes cutting through the spine of whatever animal is left over. Maybe pork or lamb. Hard to tell with just a spine. Finishes chopping it, looks up at you. I don't know what to tell. Sandstorm blows through, covers the tomb. Scholars start poking around the tomb. Next thing you know, every caravan coming in and out is getting hit by undead. Animals are going crazy. Just the last few days, every night there's a fog. Makes it hard to think straight. And
Oh, can I
you
use...
guys from your instinct roll outside, and like now you have a closer look since you kind of been focused on him since you made that roll. I'm not gonna.
Can I
make
use
you
a
re-roll.
feature that I have?
Yeah.
All right, so I have a class feature called Arcane Sense. You can sense the presence of magical people and objects when you're close to them. Is there something I feel in this fog at all, or maybe on this person if he's like
So
enchanted in some way?
currently, there's no fog.
Oh, okay.
Last night you guys did see a fog in the area.
Comes in at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he seems like it comes with the night kind of thing. With your previous instinct, and now that you've come in close, you're starting to put together the people you were seeing. Everyone has just the baggiest dark circles under their eyes. People are pissed off, acting paranoid. This guy has a kind of placid, damp, pale skin to him. And it doesn't seem like that's like his healthy color, you know? He's has like a pallid, visage.
Now, does this fog roll in from the sky, or does it roll in from where the scholars were messing around?
You know, I'm not sure. Next thing, I look outside and there's fog. Nobody's been going out much anymore at night.
Okay.
No more customers. And as you look kind of back, not that the level of cleanliness in this type of world is that high, but it seems like he's not moving a lot of product here.
Sure.
And there's flies coming off the stuff that's hanging, and some of the corners there's already larvae eating it. Like,
you notice a
this guy's not
recent
moving product.
downtick in meat sales?
There's been a recent downtick in everything. People don't want to go out, even during the
maybe
day.
with your animals that you butcher, what do you do with the brains?
Toss them.
Sure, he sells them. It's good stuff.
Where exactly do you toss them?
Oh, you toss them? The fuck?
Well, there's a bucket in the back. I used to make stuff, but nobody's buying even the not brains part.
I just like look at Basalt all like noir. I'm gonna check it out.
The fucking sit top, like just the thin middle part being lit.
Check it
You
out.
got the brimmed hat.
I tilt my hood. I don't know how campy the setting is gonna be.
As campy as we need it to be.
Exactly. My thought is that if people could be zombies or something, and they don't have a craving for meat anymore, but they definitely have a craving for brains.
Okay.
And I would just like to go investigate the discardings of stuff and see if there's any like clues.
So as you tighten the waistband on your trench coat, you open the back door after peeking through the blinded window. There's a small alley. Not much to it, but as soon as you open the door, a smell hits you. It's a wet, warm rot. If the meat in the front of the store was old, this meat is crossed over to rotting.
Delicious.
As you look down, you see that the brains are being eaten, but they don't have big chunks. You notice lots of little bite marks. And as you look around, some almost beautiful shelled scarab beetles with like a almost black sapphire-y kind of shell wing are eating, and they kind of scurry into the different piles, some directly into piles of meat, some under the building into cracks, but there's like carrion beetles that seem to be munching.
Can I catch one?
Yeah, make a finesse check for me.
8 with hope.
8 with hope, not quite mark your hope, but as you kind of you go for a few and you notice they're really surprisingly good at getting away from you, and they almost, as you leave an area, they come back up, and then as you go back over, they go back in, and then where you left, they come back out. And it's almost like you feel like they're working against you somehow, but you're not sure. That's how hard it is you were trying to catch it. You start to question. You start to get that inkling of like, what's going on? Something's...
I just quickly like look over my shoulder and make sure nobody saw me fail, and then all right, well, fuck you guys. I'm gonna pick up the brain that they're eating.
Yeah.
And just bring
Pop
it back in.
inside. Can one of you guys make a knowledge check for me in here to kind of like analyze the room, the clues?
Sure.
Who's doing the visual pat down? You know, who's? I know you're here talking to the guy, but who's doing the cop looking around?
I would, with my scoundrel background, I have an advantage when detecting lies. So I would always be like, you know, letting Basalt talk and kind of being there to doing that. But besides that, analyzing the room, definitely not.
Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, like the clues pieced together, the Sherlock Holmes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely not Sherlock Holmesy. I'm more vibe checking.
All right.
We're the vibe checkers.
All right.
We saw this guy. We're like, let's see what the vibes going on.
He looked at me funny. I'm gonna go check that out.
So as you guys kind of are sitting here are talking and stuff, the butcher doesn't stop prepping. As soon as he's done with like one half, he goes to the other half and starts quartering and then cutting specific cuts and hanging legs on racks, on hooks from the ceiling. And he just keeps going.
Salt.
Yeah.
Can I have a second? We just like turn away and take a half step.
Yeah, no, you guys are totally having a private conversation. I love
I squat down to his height.
I love a little camp where it's just like, no, this is fully private, multicam sitcom. We're 2 feet away, but he's out of frame.
Yeah.
What's up, little guy?
All right, I found some brains out back.
Nice.
Also, I'm like 6'3". I'm not that little.
Yeah, but I'm like 2.5 feet taller than you.
Okay,
So.
yeah.
All right, buddy.
Some real like The Rock versus Vin Diesel energy these two have.
Pull out the brains.
Nice, man.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the actual brain later. But I saw a bunch of beetles nibbling on it, and they were kind of scurrying about like they were up to something. I can't confirm that, but
Beetles eat stuff, man. I don't know. Oh, just show me. I'll check it out. Fuck it.
yeah, here you go.
All right, we're gonna go to your backyard.
So as he takes you through the back door, you notice a similar situation. The beetles eating, and the same kind of almost liquid-like way they avoid you as you go to see them and then come back on. And in the far background of the scene, they get more dense on like a different pile of meat that's been there, like a moving mass, just like.
I don't know, Basalt. Do you any of your magic tinglings about these things, or?
So is that just a passive kind of thing?
It is an art. It is a class feature. You can sense the presence of magical people and objects.
Not anything is pinging here. I would say my interpretation of that is like magical creatures or objects would be one, like magic items, and then two, potentially like, is that like a spirit? I guess I don't know. What is a magical creature for us?
Magical.
Like,
it says magical people.
People who can do magic. Okay.
Yeah,
so
maybe. Yeah.
I don't think any of these would send off. You're quite confident that none of these beetles are going to cast any spells at you, or
sure,
magically teleport or disappear, or like turn to smoke.
You try catching one?
No.
All right, let me try.
Make a finesse roll.
Why don't you just bring one back to me? You could have just shown me.
I think with disadvantage now, since it's our second attempt.
Who's rolling? You?
You already tried. You're fine.
All right, with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a fear. I don't know. I got a lot.
Okay, that's fine.
Cause some disadvantage here.
I got big fingers.
And bigger dreams.
Okay. Disadvantage, so. And finesse.
Yeah.
16 with fear.
I'll take my fear back. It's kind of the same. You get close, and they almost kind of like a liquid fade into the cracks.
Motherfuckers! I go in for like big grabs, and they keep like
You're just getting
crawling out of my finger between my fingers.
Yeah, and you're getting like the meat between that's partially being digested and eaten. Oh yeah, it's real rotty. This group is fucking worse than the zombies. Is there anybody eating brains?
Got fresh brains.
But yeah, other than that, like, you're not able to get it. It's the same scene. From the background, you hear just the constant chop of cleaver against cutting board.
I don't think we're gonna get much information from this guy anymore. He's kind of
Bam Bam said I would like to ambiently roll around and look for anything standing out like foot traffic or otherwise.
Yeah, make an instinct.
I would like to ambiently roll around.
He said, I am the background. That's where they're not expecting me to be.
Bam Bam said 9 with hope.
9 with hope. No foot traffic.
All right, so
It's,
Saul, what do you?
it's a strange juxtaposition between like a nice clear day and just no one being around at it.
Bam Bam said looks like a normal town. I suggest we leave. Nothing to do here.
Is there anything I noticed from the rooftop while all this is going on?
It's more of the like distinct lack of things going on, the ghost towny nature of what's happening, and then there are a few people, but when they see you, they go back inside or they go around a thing. So like you guys have seen a little bit of traffic, but they are very clearly like avoiding you guys like the plague. So with those, I assume the butcher shop people, after their investigation, come back.
yeah.
So you guys return back to the front of Goodman Alby's house. Unless anyone has any last bits, you guys get back together, and I assume you inform them of the vibe and everything.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, we saw these beetles. It looked like this, and I'm gonna use another class feature to do a spell cast for minor illusion. Make a spellcast roll on a success. It's a spellcast roll of 10. On success, you create a minor visual illusion no larger than yourself, within close range that is convincing to anyone in far range or further.
All right. Send it.
Spellcast. +2 is that 20 with fear.
You make the scarab. It's what it looks like.
Wait, he makes an illusion that is a bug?
He made a perfect image of what it looks like.
The beetle. Yeah.
Things.
Yeah. If you want to
I
try
try
and
to
figure out
eat
if
it.
it's regional, you can do the tongue shoots out through the illusion immediately.
Yep.
Just
Bro.
Mouthful of sand.
just nothing.
Mouthful of sand.
You can make a knowledge roll to try and glean any kind of knowledge or insight about the scarab beetle.
I'm a nature kind of guy. Can I do that?
Yeah. You were presented with the information, so.
Is that an instinct? Or no, is that a knowledge roll you said?
Knowledge.
Oh boy.
14 with fear.
Is my nature background experience helpful in this?
Yeah, you could add that.
Okay. I need that. Goes from -1 to a +1. Let's see what I get.
I feel like
Oh,
we have to do
shit.
these with one roll because it's hard to interpret.
21 with
You
Just use
gotta,
the-
you guys gotta decide as a group who's gonna make the check, because It's not like D&D, since there's hope and fear, that like.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just go with Bam Bam's roll because he was first out of the gun. But like just have somebody decide, because like trying to interpret like with fear and with hope on two different rolls for the same thing is kind of I think it's just kind of against the system. Yeah. So I think more helping potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we gain and lose hopes all the time. So.
And I'm sitting over here with like 12 fear, so I clearly need to do more. So they, at first sight, don't give you any kind of like, oh yeah, seems like a beetle in the desert. The coloring sticks out to you. It seems almost glamorous. They seem larger too than what you'd kind of expect to see a beetle, but it's not, with a 14, it's not wholly out of the question in your mind that this could be there, but it's giving you just like now that's a beetle kind of vibe of how big it is and how kind of glorious in coloration and like the shininess and the quality of the shells and things like that. It's not quite metallic, but like that really shiny cockroachy, reflectiveness of like a carapace. I'm gonna use 3 fear, and don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want us to worry about it, we're not worried about it.
As you guys are crowding around,
should we
outside
go
the house? You hear
inside?
Oh,
yeah. Albie.
Yes, you must be
lovely place.
Adventurers from the guild.
Albie.
Yeah, very welcoming place, I should say.
Oh, yes, things have been tense. Please, come inside.
I'm gonna be the last one in, and I want to kind of look around again to see if I see that girl. Is she still in the vicinity?
Make an instinct check.
Where's 11 with hope.
11 with hope. So as he's getting everyone in, Anna, Elias, give us some privacy, please. And you see him ferry kind of through a doorway into a different room. A small boy, maybe 12, 13. And with an 11 with hope, you catch a glimpse of a girl with like a sandy blonde hair that's also about 11 or 12. Go to the back door, and he shuts the door behind them. Thanks to you guys, and sorry about that. My daughter and her friend are here as well. We've been keeping the children inside.
What'd you say those names were?
Anna.
Anna and Elias.
Thank you.
We've been having to keep the children inside of late, and they're underfoot. Please come and, I hope your journey wasn't too difficult. I'm happy that the guild was able to send a team to help us. Things have been bad lately. Things have seemed to be getting worse as well. The nights grow longer, more undead seem to be roaming every day, and the last few days the animals have been restless and aggressive.
Do any of the animals turn?
I agree. This is a generally unpleasant situation.
Got any leads on how to fix?
Well,
please.
Ever since the sandstorm uncovered that tomb, and the damn Scholar Society has been rooting around, Things seem to be getting worse, although they insist it's not them and they've done nothing out of code. They assure me. Professor Harlan Thorne, the leader of the excavation, assures me no artifacts of any danger have been found and nothing has been disturbed that should cause such a thing. But
Where is this Harland?
he's at a camp at the ruins. They have a camp set around the ruins, the Scholar Society, and you guys would know, being purveyors and citizens of the world, that there are a few huge names in the world that take on its greatest mysteries, and those known for uncovering hidden magics and ancient relics and different techniques, the academics, the people looking for knowledge, are the Scholar Society. Much like the Adventure Society, they have ranks, and they're well respected in almost all circles for their, like, it's a legitimate group. Of people, but it seems the people in this town, which is kind of a far off, kind of podunk, far from the civilized world, they're not fans. And Albie insists, ever since Professor Harlan started looking around, things are getting worse, and it seems an easy choice to me that they must be related, but he continually assures us that that's not the case, and he's looking into it. But
has there ever been any involvement between the Adventure Guild and the Scholar Society?
So, the conflicts between the Adventurers Guild, it would kind of be like jurisdictional things, or like who got there first. While the Scholar Society aren't known for combat, they have lots of high magic and mages. Adventurers being more wanting powerful relics to enhance their ability and their team's ability in combat, their personal power. The scholars would try to lock down tombs and dungeons for knowledge, to take those same objects for learning how to make them or what's going on. So there's kind of that rivalry where they both want similar things and they will put their foot down about jurisdiction, but it's not like open battle or anything like that.
Sure, okay. About how far off is this film from here?
Yeah. What my little frogman's friend here asked, how far away is this tomb?
It's about an hour southwest of town.
Walking?
Over the dunes, yeah.
And damn, about what time of day is it right now?
It's about 2:30. Yeah, you're more than welcome to go talk to Professor Harlan. I assume about the same.
Alright, I need me a chair.
Yeah, feel free to investigate. We hired you. There's been undead on the outskirts, but if you can get to the bottom of why it's happening, that's more than welcome as well.
Do you know about the beetles by your butcher shop?
Oh, the what?
The beetles.
Very elusive beetles.
There's occasionally beetles around, but I haven't feel like I've been seeing them more.
Me and Lass saw basically a swarm, eating brains and guts.
It's not typical. They're not usually too common, but I suppose if there's a lot of meat, which there should be, I told George to get some rest, but he's just preparing more and more meat. He hasn't had any customers in days, and Told him to take a break. It's all rotting, but he just keeps cutting. Keeps butchering another animal.
Is he ill or?
He says he's not, but I've known him for quite a few years, and he's...
Does this guy look...
He seems shaken.
Does this guy look a lot like the others? Very exhausted and pale skinned?
Yeah, make an instinct check here. Or I guess Lazarus says he's always watching.
Yeah.
But
I'm just looking to see if people are telling the truth.
You wanna help.
I can help him.
So
Okay.
Get a D6 with it.
Instinct?
Instinct.
And I get advantage because of my thing, and then another one.
We're rolling high today.
And
That's a
another
9 with hope.
9 with hope.
Damn.
He's got the eye bags. He's got the pale skin. He seems to be sort of politician-y. He's a goodman, which you guys know is a title for the town. They're usually elected local leaders in town. Given a council. So his name's not good, and that is his, like, title.
Gotcha.
So he seems to be putting up a better face. He's tried to hire you guys. He wants something. He looks tired. He has the same kind of cold sweat. But not quite as bad as maybe the butcher was.
Well,
Bam Bam said, come let us burn some dust and eat rubber.
Yeah, so as you guys finish up the pleasantries, Goodman Albie, he points you in the direction of the dunes, and you make your way out of town,
On our way out of town,
averting... Yeah.
I would like to stop by the buckets of brains and beetles.
I brought
Just have
a
a
brain.
quick one.
We did 2 people. We have 1 session for a month and a half. Let's go past the Beatles.
Just want to
whatever.
eat one.
You missed.
Keep an eye out on the way.
I'm just trying to keep it going here. We got an hour.
That's fine.
So,
That's fine.
Okay.
you guys notice on the way out another building that has a clinic painted on it. It's a clinic sign, and there's a woman taking care, and she kind of gives you the nod as she goes by. One of the few people who acknowledge you.
That's weird.
Take care of some of those for us. And you guys carry on out into the dunes.
All right, well.
Unless you really want to talk to her. You guys are in charge. I'm not trying to railroad too hard.
You're good.
Seems
Remember, guys, headshots only.
All right.
So you guys push your chairs at wheeling speed through the desert. And as you guys kind of crest one of the dunes, you do see a little group of shamblers. Just kind of aimlessly.
Yeah, those guys are dead.
In a tight little cluster, just shambling about as they do.
You guys want to try to move by them, or?
Bam Bam said, well, that means we can kill them again.
It's
I
true.
agree.
If you really wanted to, or we can just, kind of scoot to the side and get to this place faster. Up to you.
I'm always down for scooting.
Better to clean up once the, the
Yeah,
sources is over with.
Whatever is done.
All right, so you guys, not even gonna need a check. These guys are bottom of the barrel zombies here. Just full shamble packing around.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, like Walking Dead, just horde. You're able to go around them, and you start to see over You crest one of the dunes, kind of nestled in against a rock face. Wind blown away from the start, and then some tents around it, and some digging of sand. The facade of a tomb. And some camps around it, and some people in adventurers' robes, or scholars' society robes, some of them in like official kind of patched gear with the emblems on it, and then some of them in more of the Indiana Jones archaeology vibe clothing. They're organized, they're going in, they're moving sand out in buckets. You see people with brushes, like, doing stuff really delicately, and you guys head in, and as you head in, there's a tall elf with dark hair and glasses bossing people around. He seems to be the guy in charge.
Laz, you take this. I hate learners, man.
All right.
Yeah, and as you guys start approaching, he sees Lazarus leading the front. And you kind of see this emotion of just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Just roll across this guy's face.
I'm gonna be right there with Lazarus.
Just like,
since I also have the Indiana Jones vibe going on.
Yeah,
I look like I belong.
The cargo shorts,
yeah. I look like I should be there.
The cargo shorts and the tall socks.
Fold up past his belly button. Yeah, everything.
Yeah. He's just SpongeBob ready to do some archaeology.
I think of Jane's dad from Tarzan. That's how I imagine.
Of fucking Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah.
Nigel, yeah.
Smashing.
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 What a woman. I fucking love him, dude.
And what do we have here? Some adventurers lost in the desert.
Bam Bam said watch your tone flesh sack.
You guys, on that note, you want to take a quick 5? I need some water.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch your toned flesh sack.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so with that wash your mouth flesh bag of it.
Hmm.
Well, if you must be here, at least see me in my tent. And Professor Harlan Thorne shepherds you to a large pop-up tent with like a pole in the middle kind of tent, which has in the back his bed, but also some bookshelves that have been set up and tables with papers and drawings. And he brings you to a portion of the tent that has some chairs, and he sits down kind of on the edge of his desk and looks at you. And so this is what the Adventures Guild has dug up, huh?
I'm gonna
Well,
walk around and stand next to him on his side of the
Too
desk.
late. We've already taken control of the tomb. It's under our jurisdiction. We beat you.
Well, that's all fine and good, but beat us to what exactly?
Bam Bam said I can show you who can beat who.
All right, Hot Wheels, calm down.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Dude. He's
Bam
just
Bam
fucking
said
all
vroom vroom bitch.
He's got fucking Chihuahua energy, dude. Just
Yeah.
The Scholar Society has laid claim over all relics coming out of the tomb under the, what do they call it? It's like the shipwreck laws, you know, international waters, the like finders keepers kind of laws of ancient treasures.
Oh.
Are there any like maps or schematics or anything like that on the desk?
You want to try to like slyly peek around at what he's got going on?
Yeah, baby.
All right, make me instinct, right? Instinct is the perception. Yeah, make me an instinct check.
I'm gonna burn my other prayer dice
Hell yeah.
and add 3 to this roll.
Prayer dice. What's a prayer dice? Where'd you
It's
get
a
that?
their thing. It's a class thing.
That's cool.
I'll spend a.
Oh!
Did you crit?
I crit. I rolled 10 on
yeah.
hope and a 10 on fear, +1, +3, so that's a 24 total. But it's
Can
a
you
crit.
show us?
I think also you were going to get a hope advantage there, I heard.
Yeah.
If you want to roll a d6 for the final.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll roll an additional d6. Hang on. Let me figure that out.
I can roll it for you if you want me to just send it.
I got you. I got it. Plus a 1.
25, though. That's a good threshold, though. So with the 25 on a critical success, as Bam Bam is frothing at the mouth of whatever hydraulic fluid grease is coming out, you can see just the fucking light behind his eyes, his optical sensors. He hates these Scholar Society guys, and you can see that Professor Hawthorne here is fully paying attention to this little. He's trying to gauge if this guy's about to bite him or something. And as you take that moment, that opening given, and look around with a 25 and a critical success, you see a lot. Diagrams, you see a sketch map of the tomb inside that's been mapped. It's not as big as you might have suspected. It's basically one chamber in that goes to a T, you see the way that they've been doing it. He's been marking the areas that have been checked, analyzed, this is done. And almost all of the way to the T, except for the very two edge parts, are fully checked and marked off as clear, with the exception of one spot towards the front that you see boxed with a little unexplored notation, but probable air vent. And you see the dimensions. It's 2 foot by like 1 foot rectangular hole that they haven't explored but are suspecting is an air vent, and they've moved past it.
For clarification,
hold on,
is this like a way inside that connects to the outside that nobody is guarding or explored yet, or is it
it's just
like
on the diagram? It's like in there. There's a place on the wall to the left. There's a hole of that dimension that they, from what's happening, suspect it to be an air vent and have moved past, like exploring, like they've kept going.
But it doesn't go to the outside.
No, it goes like it's on the like a wall to the left.
Okay.
And there's like hill on that side. And then you also see on the bookshelves or hieroglyphic etchings, like, you know, you take the chalk, the charcoal, and you put the paper against it and you etch. You see etchings of different hieroglyphs and hard to discern languages, books that have hieroglyph like translations. You see this guy has brought a lot of text to try to help him figure out exactly what's going on, reference material. On his bedside table, though, with a 25, you see a tome. Curses and plagues. And you see along the spine some hieroglyphs on it, as if he's been at night, like by candlelight, reading this. It's away from the rest of the work material.
Who's our rogue? That's Lazarus.
Yo.
As he's going through this monologue and I'm seeing all this, I'm just going to dart eyes at Lazarus and the book. Back at Lazarus and the book. Back at Lazarus and the book.
Hey, Harlan, why don't you come a little closer? Look, what exactly is jurisdiction?
We have scavengers' rights over all objects in this tomb, and we are processing them, following the code of the Scholar Society. We are taking everything, cataloging.
There's got to be something that us here and the guild can help with. Like, we need an extra hand pulling stuff out. Well, I mean, we'll make a pile for you. And I would like to, like, lean in close and just be like, come on. We know that you guys aren't that strong. If there's anything big in there you need hauled out, we can make an arrangement. And as I'm kind of leaning close, I want to cast Enrapture. Which, on a success, I can temporarily keep their attention on me, and it narrows their field of view, drowning out any sound but my voice.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Is there... It's just a thing? Is there a roll?
I just roll.
Is there a number in
Do you
parentheses
set
after
a
spell?
DC, or do I set a DC?
I rolled an 11 with hope, and it doesn't have a DC with it.
All right. Let me see here.
Can I hope add a d6 to that?
Yeah, if you want. You guys kind of did alley-oop that situation. I'll totally allow
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna burn a hope and let him roll an additional d6 to add to that.
Maybe you
That
can roll a
makes
presence against that roll. Play.
I'm
That makes
thinking
it a
since it's
17.
about perception and it's about keeping his thing. I want to
Sure.
sense, perceive. So I think I'm gonna go instinct.
Okay.
Let's.
Did you roll advantage, Kirby, or do you want me
Yeah.
to roll it?
I got it. It makes the total 17.
Nice.
17 with hope.
Nice.
Yeah.
As you're kind of leaning in and doing this.
There's other stuff I can do after, like if it's a success, but I'm not gonna do that stuff. I just want to narrow his perception.
He seems wholly focused on you in this little moment. He doesn't buy it, but he's fully paying attention.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what you're doing, but
Do I see this?
I think you'd be able to tell. Like he really explicitly leaned in, and you guys are a working team here, so
Yeah.
you don't have to like. This can be a thing that's happened before, so you see the opportunity here.
I'm gonna tongue grab the book.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Just straight into my mouth, and I would like to
finesse roll for me here.
Fucking Yoshiing that shit.
Yep, and I'm gonna burn a hope to add my tongue of steel
All right.
experience to that. So I'll burn another hope. I'll make a finesse roll.
I'm gonna say the DC here. The DC's 10. With how good the situation is, it's not too hard. He's fully clocked in.
I'll give you a hope. I just got one. Add a 6. D6.
Add a D6. Okay. I rolled a 5 plus a plus
Bam Bam
2
said me too.
from my tongue of steel, so I get a D6.
Yeah, totally tongue of steel moment. Experiences are so weird.
Okay, so it's
Bam Bam said 2d6.
I feel like I
it's
kind
an
of want
11.
a house rule.
It's an 11.
Hell yeah.
You
got it.
That's it? With all that shit?
I feel like
yeah.
I kind of want
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4 on the D6.
I feel like experiences suck. Because you get a +2. I guess maybe at level 1 they suck. I know you can up it, but a +2 for a hope when like someone else can give you a full D6.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Bam Bam is saying I need to roll another D6, but I don't know if that's
I didn't read it.
I don't know. I thought for some reason you had to spend a hope, but
I think we're using hopes and helping a little too freely, like without consequence. Because we're just like, yeah, I'll throw a hope. But
yeah, but you get hope like every other roll. You get a hope.
Maybe we need to change how we get hopes.
Well, there's
maybe the experience gets doubled if you spend a hope. Maybe that feels better. Maybe that's what I'm. Let's not dwell on it since we're running out of time.
Right.
But I'll do a little search. But yeah.
You do get the book while he's. You got it. He didn't see.
It is in my mouth. It's in my mouth.
It's just full. Okay.
Well,
I assure you, we have everything here fully under control. I assume you were called to deal with the undead. If you wish to do that, we will not stop you at all. That is firmly in your jurisdiction. But I can assure you, they are not coming from this tomb. As I've told Goodman Albee and every goddamn person in that town, I would know if they were coming from the tomb, and they are not.
Well, you're smart. Where do you think they're coming from?
If I had figured that out yet, I would have stopped it. But I'm focusing on cataloging and getting the items of value, mapping this tomb, and writing a report.
Well,
Bam Bam said it may soon become a problem of yours. You may trade a catalog for a coffin.
Yeah, don't
and
listen
as you guys see this, you guys knowing the guild ranking systems, this bronze, silver, gold, diamond, it's the same for the Scholar Society. And you guys are a bronze rank team. The low, capable, but there's massive threats that you guys would get stomped by. And you guys notice on Hawthorne's shoulder here, he has a gold rank Scholar Society. So not only is this guy from a competing thing, he kind of outranks you guys. And you guys can get a kind of sense that, like, generally in these organizational structures, rank is big, and it plays a lot into, like, a lot of gold rankers won't even take much time to talk to bronze rankers because the problems are kind of indifferent.
Bam Bam said gold is the best metal to beat because it is malleable.
Fucking Hot Wheels.
All right, Hawthorne. Well, it's good talking with you. We'll definitely
Love
not
this
be
fucking angry guy.
going anywhere close to that tomb. Well,
just in case you're having any other thoughts, we have rotating watches 24/7. Like I said, feel free to take care of what I assume you were hired for, killing the scraps of undead that are roaming the desert that seem to have taken this town off its ass.
Bam Bam said good luck and watch your back, hat corn.
yeah, we'll take him down. Thank you, Mr. Thorne. Adieu.
Yeah, there you go. So he kind of shuffles you guys out of the tent and goes back to working. There are some people kind of watching you guys. He like goes over to two other guys and like gestures towards to like, and you see those two guys just kind of looking at you like, you can go.
We're going.
Yeah, you guys heading back into town?
No.
I would like to draw.
Bam Bam said, Nigel, what do you think? You are typically more vocal with your opinion.
A very shitty schematic, and there's an air vent. I would like to point out the air vent through Pictionary to the rest of the group without saying anything.
Without saying anything? I mean, with saying stuff, you would be able to very easily convey that. If you,
I have a book full of a mouthful of books right now
you can turn away and take it out. I'm not gonna like.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's not. You don't gotta. Yeah, like it's not a.
I'll slyly show them the book, like, hey, I got this. Stick it in my pouch, like, hey, on the schematic that they had in there, there's this vent that hasn't been explored. We should probably investigate that if we were going to investigate anything.
What do you guys think? I mean, what is the book? I saw you get the thief eyes, and I love when you get the thief eyes.
I do like my artifacts.
That's my new experience on a character is thief eyes.
What did you nab?
I'll look around left and right and pull out the book that it's got runes down the binding, and I don't know, I'll pop it open and take a look at it with the guys. If it's safe. Can
you guys want to elect somebody to make a knowledge roll here? As you guys huddle up around this.
Well, what I could do is, with my scoundrel, or my slyborn, since I have an advantage on finding safe places to hide, I just want to look for like a little area that is out of sight from
yeah, for sure.
Guild.
You guys could. I don't think without that you could just kind of peek around.
Just find a spot. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not me. Not me for sure.
Who's your knowledge roll, guys? I mean, you got to pick someone. I don't know if we have a
Hot Wheels.
knowledge or.
Yeah.
Bam Bam said, "Let me see
Hot
it."
Wheels. Yeah, I'll let Bam Bam take a quick
next
look.
adventuring team's going to be all knowledge people, and then there's going to be beef.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, give it
Bam
to us,
Bam said 17 with fear.
17 with fear.
17 with fear. This is a book of curses. A book full of diagrams.
I had that shit in my mouth.
Large area curses. With a 17, you're able to deduct a lot of what's going on, and there's diagrams on how to do curses. There's diagrams on materials needed. There's themed curses for dreamless sleeps and paranoia. There's themed curses for fogs. There's notes in the margin written by Hawthorne. It's academic text on curses and things, and it's specifically one of the sands. What do we call it? The Sandsong Wastes? Yeah.
That's actually so funny.
Well, Bam Bam, it seems to me like they've been cursing this area with this book.
Not a words guy, but
I would say this would be one of those things where we could do downtime tick counters. We'll say maybe it's got 16. But you could study it and get more and more information out of it.
Okay.
This system enhances a lot of timer checks. It's very countdown focused, which is... Sure.
Yeah, you do that. I hate learning stuff like that. More of a vibe magic kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
Bam Bam said, I love words. I love all words.
Take them all. Hate them.
Was there like any notations on the book of like him studying it?
Yeah, he's got notes around different, specifically paranoia, specifically fog or sleep-based things.
That bitch.
Some undead things.
Bam Bam said this bum-ass scholar dog-eared this whole damn thing.
Damn, do we just turn around and go fucking shank his ass?
No, we'll die. You guys didn't see his gold pin on him?
I mean, there's 5 of us.
We'll die.
You guys would know from, like, it's the world.
What's
the different ranks.
What's like
I'm using
5 level 1s talking to a level 15 in D&D?
Yeah, so like there's tier systems.
Yeah.
You guys like in this game, so he's effectively a tier 3, which is like 8 to 9.
Yeah. One fireball will
Yeah, you could probably. I haven't looked. I haven't built a character because I don't know all the spells that high. But
Bam Bam said, then we make him an offer he can't refuse.
Refused.
Didn't Nigel say something about a vent? Can we get in the tomb?
I think the thing was inside, but it was unexplored. You could try to get inside.
Yeah, it was towards the front on the way in on the diagram, and it said it was about like 2 feet by like
we have
1.5
permission.
feet. It's a very
we have
small
permission to
hole.
go in.
I don't think we got permission to go in.
You explicitly don't have permission to go in.
No, we totally do.
We
have
could
permission.
sneak in. Maybe we
could just take out some undead and then
He
maybe
very
burn
clearly
that
told
book.
you guys to fuck off and go kill some zombies. That's what he
Let's
did. He
just.
very clearly said fuck off and go kill those things. Like
I don't think we're ready for the excavation site. I think we should just go kill zombies like we were hired to do.
We do have the book, though.
Right.
Should we just bury the book in the sand?
No.
Bam Bam said it may give us more insight into their origins.
We should take it to the town. Maybe a sheriff.
Can you just keep it safe in your mouth there, Nigel?
I have a torch.
No, don't burn it.
I mean, it's evil, right?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Bam
this?
Bam said I'm keeping this book.
Does anyone have?
I
Maybe
want to
just-
see his smug ass face when he realizes I have it.
How about like a backpack? Does anybody have a backpack or adventurers?
Yeah, you guys got pouches. Everybody's got the belt.
Yeah.
So why don't
What
we
are you
just?
doing?
Keep it at the bottom of your chair.
I could tie it to 50 feet of rope and throw it in a tree.
Bam
No
Bam
trees.
said I will open up my chest cavity and keep it in there.
Fair enough.
I accept that.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like Bender now from Futurama. He's just
He
got a
just
bunch of
has a-
shit.
A fucking
Bam
socket.
Bam said it was made for keeping stolen books.
Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight.
Mhm.
Well,
That's my stolen book hole. What do you want?
maybe if we go check out the zombies or whatever they are and take them down, and then we could maybe use the book for some information and try to figure out if, I don't know, magic.
Let's
Sure.
go fight some zombies, and then maybe Hot Wheels can use the book while we're fighting and see if it does anything. I don't know.
Well, why would we keep him out to fight? He loves to fight.
I'm not
Look at
saying
him.
that.
He's ready to fight right now.
Bam Bam
Loves it.
said I love words and fighting.
Exactly.
See?
So as you guys have this walk and talk, you turn back on the way towards the town. We'll say this expedition brought us towards maybe 5 p.m. The crossing the desert, talking, finding the spot, chatting, kind of scoping out the tomb. Where the sun's starting to get lower in the sky. And you guys search for a while, take kind of a meandering route home. The winds are gusty, so the shuffling footprints don't stay long in the sands, and you guys look around for maybe an hour or two more until the sun starts to dip below the horizon. You're not sure where the shambling horde went, but it's not out. You guys haven't seen it out here, and probably about time to be heading back to town. So as the light fades and the zombies
Bam
are
Bam
nowhere to
said
be
it's too
seen.
dark to read but not too dark to bleed. We should find them.
Hey, buddy. Your wheels are skidding. You can barely make it up this desert.
Just kicking sand out the back.
Drifting.
Bam Bam said toss
All right.
me.
So you guys, while looking for these zombies, get closer to town, and as the night begins to come, there's nothing specific of when it starts, but a fog slowly settles. At first, you're not sure if you're seeing things, and then 15, 20 minutes, it's definitely a fog. And it always feels like as soon as you're, oh, okay, it's a fog or something, you feel like on a slight breeze or a whisper, just and you look, listen closely, but it almost seems to only happen when you're not listening for it.
Mm.
The whispers, the
Bam,
voices
bam.
on the winds.
Check the tomb, the appendix for fog.
My appendix.
Not you, Bam Bam.
Oh, shit. All right.
Check,
I don't have
check
my-
the index. It's fog. F for fog.
He starts exhaust venting out, just fucking black, the black tarriest exhaust.
Did we see where the
smoke.
fog originated from? Like,
Yeah, was there a
No,
source?
It just
It just
starts,
appeared?
like, you're,
almost like the more you looked at it, it wasn't there, and it was on the edge of your vision, and then it slowly was unavoidable to look at.
shit.
Almost reminding you of a similar way that the bugs moved when you tried to get close to them. It has the same slippery, mercurial sensation to trying to like pin your senses down on And as the fog starts to set in, the flickers of light in the town, the few windows that were open, they all close.
Oh boy.
And the town almost goes quiet, except for the whispers that come only when you're not expecting it. So if you're on edge for 10, 15, 20 minutes, they're not there. And then finally when you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's over, that's when it just the most unsettling, and you're starting to see why all of these townspeople had these bags under their eyes. This perpetual insomnia.
All right. We gotta find the source of this thing and get rid of it. I'm already bothered. I've been here for like, I don't know, 5 hours.
You guys heading back into town? I pictured you guys kind of on the outskirts. You were searching for zombies, but you want to head back into the actual town.
Mm-hmm.
Any specific location that we've brought up that you want to check, or just go back to Albie and ask, or kind of creep around and look? What's the
I want to find that lady that wished us luck. Is she okay?
Clinic?
Is she safe? Actually,
yeah, you can go.
Did she have a place?
Yeah, she was in a building.
Yeah.
It was had a clinic on it, and then she seemed to be trying to treat people.
That might be suspicious. I suggest we check out her place, and then if nothing comes from it, we go back to Albie and report this book, maybe.
You might have an idea of where this is coming from.
All right, so you guys make your way back into town. This time at night, none of those few people to avert their eyes. Everywhere is battened tight. The hatches are closed, the doors locked, the windows blinded. You get to the clinic. All of the wood
Shutters,
yeah. The shutters are closed, but from between the wooden things, you can see some light coming out. And you hear sounds of movement and little, like, talking. You can't understand it, but people are in there.
should we
Is
go
there a
in?
knock on the door?
Yeah, I got my hand up. Does anyone object to me knocking? No? Can I knock on the door?
What is it? The feeding undead? So he wants to linger and kill undead outside? There's not any undead immediately here, so if you guys want to stall a few minutes, nothing comes, and then you can, then knock. After a few raps on the door, human woman, maybe mid-30s, opens it. Hello. Any luck killing those zombies? Feel free to come in.
I will.
Leaves the door open, and inside, it's like cots with people who are sick, full. Lots of cots lining up the room. There's maybe 12 people in this area, and then there's like the cloths across the ceiling, like the blinds
dividers,
pulled across on like a back
something.
quarter. Feel free to come in. I'm just checking with my patients.
Can I determine if any of them are infected or going to be infected or going to be undead?
Yeah, make a knowledge check here. She's kind of a busybody, so sorry about that. You can't block the microphone. While you do that, it's been getting bad around here, so it's good to see some adventurers to take out whatever these zombies are. There's a sickness spreading. I assume it has to do with them.
It's a kin with fear.
10 with fear. Hard to tell. Hard to tell if you don't know what a zombie sickness would look like. These people seem tired. They seem sick. Some are
They're sick.
cold sweating,
They're sick.
shivering. But like, what does that mean in terms of zombies? You're like, oh. And she's, got like cloths, wet cloths, and wiping the sweat, and she's feeding them and giving them water, and it's been getting worse and worse.
Everyone's houses, towns battered up. Do zombies normally come at night? Are these undead?
Well, they seem to be thicker at night, but as far as food goes, I mean, it's getting more and more scarce, but I don't think anything's tainted. I don't give my patients any rotted food or things like that. I guess I can't say before I see them what happened.
Do I have any arcane sense
What about the
bleeps?
butcher?
You get her. She's a magic person.
Oh.
Yeah.
I too dabble with magic.
Bug and rodent bites. Can't say I've treated one of those since this all
Bam Bam
started.
said, how often
Oh,
do
yeah.
you
Have
treat
seen one of
bug and
these?
rodent
I'll
bites?
pull up my illusion.
I may have seen a few, but I'm a pretty busy with my patients here, so I can't say I've been getting out much of late, or
Sure.
I feel like I haven't left this damn clinic in a week.
Yeah, that's no good.
There's
Is anyone here get
patients
better?
in bad condition that
Anybody what?
I've been having to take
Get
care
better
of.
at all?
They haven't been getting much better. Some are okay enough where I feel like someone who comes in worse, I have to send them home, but I doubt they're getting much better.
Have any of them been eating the butcher's meat? Okay.
I'm sorry, what's happening? We have a robot that's trying to fuck. And what did you ask?
I'm sorry. Are any of them eating the butcher's meat?
Oh, George? I don't think anyone's eaten his meat in the last few days, but I'm afraid I hate
Now,
that.
what's about-
I hate the way I said that. But,
And even his wife.
but
Nice.
he
Nailed
seems
it.
to be getting more and more paranoid, which is I'm seeing a lot of it. It seems this sickness comes with bouts of paranoia and insomnia, bad dreams and visions or hallucinations. I don't know. I just I have a bit of healing magic and I know how to keep people going, so I've just been doing that every day. Well, Albie's been doing what he can, and other than the sick ones, there's only 2 that have come in that are exceptional cases. But well, I probably shouldn't say much more. Albie. No, the scholars seem to know how to keep themselves healthy.
While they're talking, I'm gonna peek through the slats, see if I, keep an eye out for undead coming into town.
Yeah, I think make a finesse roll instead of not a peek roll. Make a how sneakily can you peek?
We'll find out.
How sneak can you peek?
20 with hope.
20 with hope.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You're able to kind of dip your head behind this, and you can tell that normally this clinic, this is where the 2 beds are for this size town, and everything outside is extra emergency areas. And the 2 beds back here are full, with 2 unconscious, a male and a female. And with the 20, they look ghost white, pale. And as you look closer, there's only a few parts that are not wrapped in bandages and things.
Mm-hmm.
But you see some black ink markings on them. From with the 20, they look like hieroglyph, almost like tattooed or painted, stained on their skin and their arms.
Curious. Okay.
Bam Bam, get the book.
Yeah, cross references with the book. I don't know where I'm at.
I also
Your
don't know how.
boyfriend, Bam Bam.
I feel like
Does
we
your
were
hidden
trying
book
to
compartment scan
sneak.
the PDF. So if you want to do that, I think you're gonna have to go in there. The glimpse you got isn't gonna be enough to scan a book. You only peeked behind a curtain, you know. So like, that's where we are. You can do that, but you're gonna have to make some moves here to. He said, "Fucking hold me back."
I'm thinking, do we get aggressive here?
I think so.
Do you guys want to go back, hop back? All right. So as you guys,
Yeah.
you kind of peek behind the curtain and look over to your group and kind of give like the thief eyes is what we called it, the thief gaze.
Yeah.
Bam Bam catches the hint and just fucking confident one big push of the wheels and coasts right through the curtain and just kind of. Oh, please, they're in a very delicate state.
Hey.
And she's just confused by that. And you've kind of taken her in this moment and overwhelmed. So you get back there and you see you're able to pull back the sheets. These people's arms, torso covered in just, you know, picture the classic hieroglyph like owl, river, you know, symbols.
The classics.
The classics, those are the two.
The guys with the spears.
Yeah. Just covered in these like ancient Egyptian style hieroglyph like books, basically. You know, full stories, full things. And if you roll in there and start looking through the book, there's some symbol crossovers in this book for control, for dominance, power. Some of the different parts of rituals that are intended to control what's happening, intended to make sure the power's funneled there, intended to keep things within the rails, as well as connections to the other domains. Specifically this one, the night domain.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Oh, please don't touch them too much. They're very sick.
Did they have these markings before they got here?
They were faint when they first arrived, and they've been darkening over the last 2 days.
I don't know what the equivalent of an insight check is.
Darkening.
But
Instinct.
God. Instinct? Okay.
Trying to see if she's lying,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I almost crit. 8 and a 7. 17 with hope.
17 with hope. She seems to be honest and genuinely not know what's going on, and she's doing her best to keep everyone in this building alive.
Can I suggest something radical?
Maybe, but I also reserve the right to say no.
That's why I said suggest. We've got two cases here. These two look very, very, very bad. Similar situation. One has, they both have hieroglyphics, right? They both have them. Let's perhaps
Experiment.
amputate a limb.
No. Thank you.
Let's amputate a
You
limb.
reserve the right to try, little robot one. I will pull your pipes out before you even know which way's up.
God damn.
I'm not little robot one, but I love that you always think that it's Bam Bam saying shit.
No, because he's saying shit.
Oh God! See, I don't get the text to speech is not consistent. I'll read it for the chat.
Bam Bam said we
can't.
reserve the right to do it anyways.
We're not doing that. We're not playing experiments.
Bam Bam
This
said
isn't-
pull my
these are
pipe lady
people.
and I'll
These
show
are
you
parents.
which way is down.
We can't take
True.
child's parents away.
It's
Come
not.
on, fellas.
Elias has been
Reel
through
it in.
We can't do that.
Well,
That was a good idea.
Then we'll figure it out then, Bam Bam. Jesus Christ.
consider it a last
Can you-
measure.
Can you wait outside?
Yes,
No,
Bam Bam.
I think
She's gonna
yeah.
point her Bam Bam to just go. She's over the.
I'm rolling Bam Bam out.
If you pop his
No,
front wheels
no.
off, he has no control.
I go race this old grandpa.
I
just
don't
like,
want to
Jesus.
go. No.
I'm fucking out of here.
I'm going to lean in.
That's exactly what a crazy old man would shout as you wheels him out. I'm a scientist.
I'm a scientist. I'm going to lean into her.
Bam Bam said I am a scientist.
What? A parent is a parent. A leg is a leg. A parent can still be a parent without a leg.
That's,
And you
That's
can still
nice.
be an adventurer without a hand, but you don't see me offering to chop yours.
well,
Now listen, these
No.
two got sick at the same time. They're exposed to the same thing. Something together. They're married. They're a couple.
Trust me.
These are the
I could adventure without an arm. She can parent without a leg.
Why do we need limbs?
these.
You know, I was thinking it, but you
What's
said
wrong
it.
with you people?
What do you think is gonna happen? You chop it off and what?
if it
It
doesn't,
gets up and starts dancing? What does that get us? It doesn't give us any
Maybe,
information.
maybe
not-
it does. And that gives us a lot of information.
What does it give us? They're still
A
alive.
leg? You could just
They
start
die, they turn to
dancing?
zombies? Everyone
Maybe it
seems to
starts
be turning to
dancing
zombies
towards
when they
its,
die.
that's why I
controller.
said test it. Just one parent, maybe I don't know where the hieroglyphics are. I imagine like
Everyone-
forearm and
Everyone has been turning to zombies when they die. Without these. If these turn to zombies, that's still no more information.
oh, there's been undead without these glyphs.
Have you been listening at all?
Kind of.
Jesus Christ. I've standed back here and I've gotten everything.
He's just from the outside.
Lionel,
the
where's the
outside
notebook?
curtain.
Lionel. Okay. Well,
I'm not
they
sure.
just
All I know is little Elias was at home with his parents when he said they started screaming from the bedroom, and he checked on them, and it
Wait,
seemed like they were
Elias.
having waking nightmares, and now they're here.
so these people just had nightmares.
I'm not sure what happened. I just see them at this. They come to me. That's when I see them, and I know what the people said. And they were with their son Elias when they started screaming, and he said he couldn't wake them up no matter how hard he tried. And the fog was inside the house, and then they haven't woken up since.
The fog was in the house.
Look, I wasn't there.
Fog's coming
I'm
from
telling you
the
what I know,
house.
and I'm gonna spend.
uh-oh.
I got a lot
Oh,
of fear
God.
over here. I'm gonna spend 3 more of my fear. And you two outside. Especially Basalt,
Mm-hmm.
who was listening to this before. Between the whispers start to get more consistent, and you're kind of like, oh, I get why people aren't sleeping. You're looking around, it's like, this is the worst.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then for a second, you thought you heard a thud. And you're like, oh, I hate this. I hate it. And then you hear thud. And
You
it
hear that,
takes
Bam
you
Bam?
a minute, 2. You hear...
Bam Bam said I got a bad feeling
So
about
now you
this
have
basalt.
feelings.
You remember the rhythmic chopping.
Oh.
George the Butcher on his cutting board. And you know, I was a block or 2 away.
Yeah.
Somehow it's carrying. And you can hear the chopping of the cleaver against cutting board.
All right. George,
Inside,
you over here?
after you guys have done this really aggressive interrogation and really wanted to cut limbs off of her patients,
Bam Bam said I understand the chemical
You know
signals
nothing,
behind
Jon Snow.
emotions. Not all of them belong in logical dictation.
presses his cheek.
Pull him into the water with me.
Dr. Hawthorne kicks you out. Amelia.
All right, so you guys did terribly in there. How do we feel?
I feel like we should start chopping limbs, but you know,
No, you don't.
I did.
Oh,
They weren't natural
I-
hieroglyphics.
I don't know where I lost the bit here.
Just chop, chop.
Of course they do. They're scholars. They always know more than they tell us.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
feel like we've just been stating the obvious this past couple.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Chop.
Look, I enjoy the
You
idea
hear
of
that? George is
chopping off-
nearby somewhere.
George?
Chop.
Oh yeah.
Where is he? George.
And it's
Bam
Okay.
Bam said this started with them and it has to end with them.
the general
One way or
weariness of the
another.
night. Everything that seems uncomfortable seems to keep being punctuated by a chop of cleaver on cutting board.
Is there a way to follow the sound, or does it feel like
You can absolutely follow the sound. No, it's
Okay.
very much the like siren song in the distance feeling of like, oh, it's definitely over there, and it's just like, oh,
all right?
Bam Bam said who the hell butchers at this hour?
George
you know,
does.
George.
You guys going to see?
Yeah, I'll go see George.
You guys make it the 2 blocks, somewhere just hearing it from farther away. As you get closer, and the sound doesn't even get louder, but just the consistency of volume.
Before we walk in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around to Bam Bam, I forget the names, damn. Our ribbit
I know.
friend and our fungal friend. We're like, you guys wait out here. You guys are fucking aggressive right now.
True.
Les,
But I liked it. Yeah, let's go.
You guys.
Oh, what's up,
get
George?
close. You get to the outside. Chop. Chop. You guys get to the front where you can see through the storehouse into the window, in which nicer times he would be happily selling meat. I don't like any of my phrasing. uh, you see just nothing behind his eyes. Darkest circle. His skin is shades paler than before, and just
I'm gonna, when the cleaver hits the, or can we go in? Are we inside yet?
you guys are right outside. You guys can. I think everybody came this far. They kind of stayed back maybe a little bit. That's how I was picturing it.
Okay.
And you guys tried to talk to him. Didn't seem like he nothing. Just outside of whatever piece he's cleavering, just kind of like,
Hey, George. Hey, bud. We're back.
Yeah, we're looking to procure some meat.
chop, nothing, just
On one of the chops, when it's embedded, or like, I'm gonna just put my hand over the knife, kind of just hold it so he doesn't like
yeah.
go for the next chop.
He kind of pulls back a few times. I need more.
Yeah,
There needs to be more.
More what?
And then you just hear a swelling of the whispers on the fog. And just kind of this blazing in the eyes. And he goes, I need more. And he pulls his arm up and chops his forearm off. Just right through, like, here. Just cleaves through his own forearm. And as you see that, he just kind of and starts to just like breathe, and the whispers are growing to a crescendo, and you see just kind of he shoves his arm into one of the hanging carcasses that he just cut off. Puts that there, and then just like takes a gash with the cleaver across its chest and grabs like a lamb shank and just puts it there in the. And you see the flesh start to knit over the top of it, and he's basically like beginning to incorporate this meat around him. And he takes the like almost full small sheep that he put that's like skinned and prepped on his forearm. He shoves the cleaver into the open mouth of the carcass and just chops his other arm off. And you guys see
gotta
him
come see
begin
this.
to just take mending new flesh onto him, and he begins to grow and just break things, and like meat hooks hanging out of him. And you guys see he turns into a flesh Hulk. And as you're like, after the first one, he swings at you with the cleaver, and you're able to kind of get back. But
Run.
He's gotten aggressive at this point.
I'll pick up Laz like a football. We get out of there.
Not that small.
Bam Bam said someone push me.
We will. I don't know if you guys are hidden over here. I know, a huge map. We're over here.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys see it. Everyone who's on the board. I know Squeak is not using it, but the others.
Okay.
I see where you're pointing. I don't see any characters or anything.
Oh, there should be. Do I have to like give them to you guys every time?
No, or you make them unique.
Yeah, you can make them unique characters.
Oh shit. Player permission. Fuck, it's so much harder. Oh nope, that's wrong. This guy is. It's matching new characters with old character names. Danny's character's name was Flinch.
Yeah.
This character's name is Beerish. Who's got the hat? That's Squeak. That's Squeak. Squeak. Can everyone see their person?
Yeah.
Just assign them now.
No.
Let's see, what do we got here? What's a good flesh monster?
I don't see anyone. See, like, what is happening? Like an invisibility
Is it
thing?
a construct? If we go to constructs.
Who was in
Yeah.
front? These two were in front. And then the rest were... He's going straight.
Dude, I am. Hang on.
Oh, boy.
Hand. He's going to... make a roll to grab you.
Okay.
I need you to make a strength check for me.
Strength. Okay.
I'm gonna spend
I
fear.
I don't see anything here. Is that just me?
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Click your character. Oh, I see everything.
I see everything
Gentles,
too.
permissions, not flinch. What was your character's name? Dijon? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got the mushroom guy on Dijon.
I'm
Are
gonna
you in the
restart
right
my tail
spot,
spire.
Connor?
Yeah, I think so. I'll just keep going. I'll fix myself.
I just set you to GM. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah.
Um,
I think my
So
What
I
was
tail
your
roll a
spire's
strength
broke.
check.
yeah, what's your strength?
Rolling now. 11, 12 with hope.
So you just avoid. I rolled so bad, and I even gave myself double advantage, and I rolled so bad. I rolled a nat 1 on my d20. I rolled a nat 1 on my d20.
Oh,
You
damn.
see his big arm come by, the one without the lamb cleaver, try to grab you, and you can see from the way he did it, he was about to throw you back into the butcher shop.
Yeah.
And then, it's gonna take 2 attacks. Let me see. He has... I'm gonna mark a stress to take a too many arms attack and attack everybody within close range.
Who is that?
Me and Laz.
Yeah, just those two. So I'm gonna make 1 attack and do damage for both, like you guys do. So that is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Jesus.
And kind of huge damage. 13 damage. Yes.
There's that one. Okay.
Oh no, 17 damage.
Good God.
I will
Yeah.
use. Two armor.
And it's your guys. You guys are up. I used 3 fear that turn to make it especially bad.
Bam
Yeah,
Bam
no,
said
fuck
he is
that.
not meant for chopping.
I
I will rush at George and swing my club at his leg.
Yeah, makes sense. Guardian coming in. You definitely are close enough to get in there. Make your attack.
Bam Bam said I want to get close so I can shield others.
Yeah, you're right in the thick of it here.
Bam Bam said 16 with hope.
16 hits. Take your hope. Sorry, is everyone okay with going long? I guess before I force us here. My
I don't mind.
was we stopped
I'm okay with
after
it.
this fight.
Yeah,
that was
we can do
the-
that.
It just took us a little longer to get here than I thought.
What is going on with my
8
computer?
damage.
Bam Bam
That is a
said 8
minor
damage.
wound. You roll with hope. Does somebody else take some initiative here?
All right, I am going to stick my dual staffs into the ground, and it kind of shatters whatever tile or sand or whatever dirt, and it kind of floats up, and it's gonna grow into spikes, and I'm gonna use my rain of blades. So I'm gonna spend 2 hope.
Awesome.
And to conjure throwing blades to strike an enemy close to you, make a spellcast roll on all targets that you succeed against. Okay, take a d10 of damage. So.
Damn, I was gonna make him vulnerable. Oh, we should.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, that's all right.
If you guys want to spend 3 hope to do a double thing,
I can't. I don't have enough.
Okay.
I can spend the rest of my hope to do that.
It's allowed to do a double team up. Once per session, you can spend it to get a team up attack.
I was legit gonna just go up and like try to use an action to like kind of hold his limb and stuff, and just kind of try to basically strengthen him out of and just make. I was gonna try to just make him vulnerable.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and both make that's like a strength roll for you. Make that, and then the attack roll you already made, right?
I will make it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you make your attack roll, and what we'll do is we will, on success of both of them, we'll just use the higher roll for both actions. Is that
okay?
I'm kind of winging it.
I rolled a 21 with hope.
21 with hope.
12 with fear.
Or a 12. I assume you're gonna take 21 with hope.
Yeah.
So take 1 hope back. And I think you both get a hope when you choose it. So you both get a hope if someone rolls with hope. You're totally able to restrain it and give it, or not restrain it, but make it vulnerable. Open that up.
All right, then I get to roll 2d10 damage on it.
Yeah.
For 14.
14?
Yeah.
That's a major wound.
Nice.
Double 7s. And
Plus
I'm gonna get out of.
Plus the d10.
It's 3d10.
Oh, an additional 2d10. Yeah, you're right. For another 5. So 19.
19, not quite enough to get severe wound threshold.
Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna get out of here.
Alright, you back off. Alright.
I'm gonna move to.
You guys are still up?
Yep. I will, I'll unleash chaos at this guy. I'm gonna spend both tokens. Where is he? There's my spellcast. Uh, 19 with hope. Does that hit?
Yeah, hits.
All right. He's gonna take 2d10 damage.
2d10.
Yeah. How do I
roll?
Yeah, I did. Oh wait. Okay.
Click the damage. There's like little damage rolls.
Yeah, it was.
Damage.
Yeah. Damn, that was pretty good. A 10 and a 9.
Damn, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge damage.
Ooh.
It's huge.
I still think it's you guys, right? No, hope rolls. This is the.
Yeah, I'll hop in. I'll do a spirit weapon. I'm just gonna whip my axe for 7 with fear.
7 does not hit. All right, I will use one of my actions to activate our Flesh Hulk George the Butcher. He's going to back up, and I'm going to spend a fear. You guys see him reach into the counter and grab an entire side of a pig and then just kind of push it onto some of the cuts. So that's spending a fear, and he will heal 1 wound and clear a stress.
F's
in the chat.
Yeah.
He didn't go far, so he's going to come back in because I think that's not. He barely moved. I'm going to spend another fear. All PCs up to far range, which is everybody, make a reaction presence roll. DC 13.
19 with hope.
A reaction
11
presence
with
roll, huh?
fear.
So, everyone will mark 1 stress for it, even if you succeed. If you fail, you lose a hope.
Okay.
But if you got a hope,
What are we
you
rolling?
gain the whole presence.
I failed.
Make a presence roll. Tell me if you got fear or hope. If you got hope, mark your hope. If you failed, you lose a hope. Everyone loses a stress.
I rolled a 15 with fear.
Okay. Oh, that's a fun just fear mechanic. Make everybody roll and get some fear back. 15
So
is
I lose a
pass.
hope.
No, you passed. You got a 15. But I got a fear, and then you mark a stress.
But I keep a hope.
Everyone here marks a stress. Yeah, you don't lose a stress if you pass, or a hope if you pass.
But I mark as stress.
Yes.
Okay.
It lets out this just blood curdling chorus of vocal cords from different animals all screaming in unison.
Oh, fuck that.
It's not cool. And then he's going to make his attack against everything in close range. So here's his attack roll. Oh, it's not good. 9. Does that hit anybody's evasion in close range?
Nope.
Me.
Just Basalt and Robot are the only 2 close. Not Basalt, Lazarus and Robot are the only 2.
Oh,
My
yeah,
evasion
I'm
is
not
7.
close, that's right.
So that hit Bam Bam, rather. And then a name. Oh my god. 3d6, I roll all 1s, so 8 physical damage to you, Bam Bam, and Lazarus.
It didn't hit me.
Okay. Oh,
No,
I
it
have
hit
11
me,
evasion.
right? I have an evasion of 7.
Only the 2 people touching him, so you didn't get attacked.
Well, I can't see shit.
Well, that's why I said the wrong name. That's
Okay.
his turn, I think. I don't think I get to do anything else.
All right. Then I am going to move to the side, and I'm going to slam the 2 ends of my dual staffs, and I'm going to stick it into the ground, and then like with a scrape, I'm going to collect a whole bunch of rocks at the bottom, and I'm just going to extend my staff into a giant hammer. I'm going to hit him with it.
Hell yeah.
From this far away. For a +2 is 18 with hope.
Yeah.
Alright, so 18. Ooh, full damage on that for 10 damage.
10 damage. So I just read another thing here. I'm not going to retcon, but it says, as you're cutting it, basically, this Hulk, it almost doesn't care what form it is. It cares about the pound of flesh. So as you cut off this big bit into this piece comes off, it almost like absorbs on to a different part. So the thing is called destructible. Whenever he takes major damage or worse, he gains a life. So basically, you can only do 1 or 2 damage to him. You can never do 3. So to get 3 damage on it, or 2 damage on his health, you have to get all the way up to the severe threshold, which you guys haven't done yet. You just hit major there with 10.
Oh god.
Okay.
But he's taking damage. But that was
Bam
hope,
Bam
I
said
believe.
I'll take swing and use my unstoppable to add 1d6 and gain resistance to physical.
Okay.
I am gonna use a class feature, Warden of
Bam's going.
Elements.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he?
going.
Yep.
Bam Bam said 11 with fear.
11 doesn't hit. Now you're up, Connor.
I'm gonna use Warden of the Elements to perform an elemental incarnation. I'm gonna mark his stress, and I'm gonna embody the elemental spirit of air and gain 2 evasion for an hour.
Nice.
And
Okay.
it says it
Bam
can be
Bam said
overlaid.
I will use my unstoppable feature to reroll my hit.
Can I edit this?
Okay.
Bam Bam said 17 with fear.
Uh-oh.
Was
Bam Bam said 13 damage.
it 13? Okay. Here. Okay, okay. That means that goes, and then I will use my action to activate him. I will turn 3 action tokens into a fear. He is going to pivot his way around to the middle of everyone. I'm going to use another fear here to activate the scream again. So everybody, you make that roll once again. Presence 13.
For the melees?
Everyone in far range. This is the scream he's doing. So that's up to far range.
All right. 16 with hope.
18.
So everyone will take a stress.
Bam Bam said 18 with
Where are we
hope.
rolling?
Presence
again.
13. Everyone will take a stress. If you pass, you don't lose a hope. If you fail, you lose a hope. Tell me if you got any fear.
I
you get a
failed
hope.
with fear.
Fail with fear, so you lose a hope, and I'll give you fear. And if you guys rolled hope, you get it.
I got a 12 with hope.
So you failed, so you lose a hope, gain a hope, nothing happens. Everyone took a stress.
Yay!
If you didn't take a stress already.
Take a stress. God damn.
And then I will use his action to make a flail too many arms attack against everyone except for Basalt for a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Against evasion.
Against
Yeah.
evasion. Oh man, big damage. Huge damage actually. That is 21 damage against everyone in the immediate area here.
Alright, so that would make it a severe, right? We would have
if
to
it's
mark
above
3
fear,
HP.
it's 3. Yeah.
And we can use an armor slot to reduce it
To
by...
reduce the damage. You can use more than one armor slot if you really want. You're
Yeah,
allowed
Gotcha.
to
I'm using
spend as
2.
many as you want.
Bam Bam said
I'm
I'll
going
spend
to
a
use
stress
2
to
armor
take
slots
Lizz's. I'll use 2 hope to reduce
to
it by
3
26.
And take a strain.
Yeah,
Alright, hold on here. So, Bam Bam's intercepting Lazarus's hit and reduce it by 26 with his shield.
Oh.
So you can unmark
God damn.
so...
Guardian kind of seems fucking sick, honestly.
Yeah. God damn.
Guardian's
dude.
putting some work in here.
So what's the total
Everyone else,
on that? Sorry, I was trying to
21
follow.
damage for you. So you
Gotcha.
can decide what to do there.
Okay, Billy's thing wasn't a
You
party-wide...
can do it for one person. No, he did
Yeah.
it for
Gotcha.
Kirby.
Okay, I see.
And then back to you guys.
Well, I've not gone yet.
Okay,
Please
go
go.
ahead.
I want to murder. I want to kill something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna chop.
Chop? Bet you won't.
I won't. That is an 8 with hope.
8 doesn't hit, but mark your hope. Someone else go. You guys got the hope roll there.
Yeah, I will go. I'll kind of run and take a
You
dip
want to
behind.
move, Squeak? You're engaged with this thing. I know you can't see, so just remind you of the board. He's kind of in the middle of you guys. as a
Bam Bam
cluster.
said can we do the 3 hope thing again?
No,
Each
I'll
person
stay
can do it
there.
once per
I'll stay
session.
there.
As far as I understand, each person.
Bam Bam said I'll do it with Liz.
Okay, so
I'll stay. I'm there.
okay. Bam Bam's initiating a team maneuver with Lazarus.
Let's do it. You go low, I go high. I'm gonna do a quick dip out and try to get hidden real quick. I just need to. Is there a way I can move like around a corner or something?
I don't think on one turn you're gonna be able to get. I guess maybe. I mean, not really. Not super
Okay.
hidden. No.
That's fine. I'll stay melee then, and then just shanky shank.
Bam Bam said 16 to hit with hope.
All right. So 16 to hit with hope.
5 with fear.
All right. So 16 with hope hits. So you guys both take a hope, and then I
Oh,
believe
yeah,
you
let's
both
sneak
roll
attack him.
damage and add it together. Is how it works. Pretty sure.
I was yeeting everything at it. Another 1 on the damage roll. Holy fuck.
That last damage I did was 655 on 3d6. It was huge.
Bam Bam said 14 damage total
So
for me.
14 plus
My sneak attack, which is 20.
20, so 34. That absolutely gets you to severe territory, which it does get reduced because you see some of the chunks of flesh as you guys go to town just to gear back on, but it's starting to come apart at the seams, it seems like, and that was with hope, I believe. So someone else here.
I am going to.
I would like to try again.
Okay, go for it.
Come on, hit.
You can spend a
Yeah.
hope to give yourself advantage to get a plus d6 if you're.
I'll give you a hope.
That's a 23 with hope
23 hits.
for damage. I believe it is a D10. 7.
7. How do you want to kill the flesh monster?
No.
Oh, I
Oh, no.
remove 100% of the flesh. It's all gone.
You're just hacking until like the just.
There's a
continually
monster.
hacking.
And like a sleeping bag of flesh. It's just two different.
As you're hacking and cutting off your pound of flesh,
Oh no.
out of the pile,
Oh no.
the scarabs you saw before kind of run off to their little corners and just do the same thing. It's almost like a liquid coming out, but 100 scarabs fall out of the center of this thing and just fade into the like a black liquid.
I would like to use my tongue to like reach out and catch one.
They're just a little quick there. It's like a
Come
liquid just
on.
like.
Come on, I can
I'm
tongue
trying
one.
to end the game, Squeak. I'm trying to end the game. So as the flesh hits the ground and the beetles scurry off, you guys all kind of look back and you see, you make that like exchange of eye contact and you're like, holy shit, this place is fucked.
Yeah.
And that's
Majorly.
where we'll end.
Nice.
I love this system.
That's
It's very fun.
I'm happy it's going well.
It is a good system.
It is.
It's working well.
It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
I love Daggerheart. It's
I like
good.
the camaraderie of being able to like use hope to help others.
Yeah.
I want to use hope.
I feel
give you
like
your
the
voice
bad
back,
guys are
dude.
cool. They're interesting.
It's
Yeah, that
weird
that pound of flesh thing was like scary. I'm like,
I
oh.
feel like you could swing hard, like a couple fears in a row, and all of a
I
sudden
don't get
it's
the,
like,
so that guy was like I said, I'm out here balancing from the seat of my pants. He was under the solo category, so I was like, oh, he must be balanced for a group of tier 0 adventurers to fight by himself. I'm still not sure if there's other times. I think I maybe need to just take a turn more, because I was literally sitting there at one point with 6 action trackers and like 10 fear, and just like you guys rolled hope 5 times in a row, which
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be good though. Like that's supposed to,
How it goes.
yeah.
but
Their philosophy when they were making the game. Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's why it makes your bad guys even scarier, because like when they're up, they're fucking up.
Yeah, I do get to
Yeah.
do like 5 horrible monster moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like him swinging at everybody, I was like, I felt hitting everybody
that's-
for 21 was
Mhm.
like, that's nice.
And that's also like one guy you had. Like if you had like 5 scorpions, like that would have been
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
There was no guidance on how to balance. Like, does one not solo thing about equal 1 PC? So like if I wanted a deadly one, would I throw 5 scorpions? Because I think fucking maybe that would have been deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have killed us.
I don't have
For
enough
sure.
Guardian
glass
reduces
sauce for
damage
that.
by a shit.
Guardian seems like a fucking powerhouse, dude. That class seems like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I'll be the protective guy, and you're like, I'm fucking 26 damage out of the 1 stress to stop.
Yeah, I can spend the stress to take damage for somebody close to me, and then I can spend armor or hope to get my armor value. But when I spend a stress to take damage for somebody else, I reduce it by my strength, and then I can use armor for the rest of it.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel like I should be using fear more, but I'm not sure how.
We'll figure it out.
I pushed things. I used it as like an excuse to railroad a little bit when I was trying to get you guys. I was just like, let me spend some fear and make some stuff happen, because I feel like that feels less bad than.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm hoping this setting. I was excited about this setting, this little city. I felt like it was like I said, Mummy meets Lovecraft horror was what I was kind of going for.
Where's Brendan Fraser?
He's gonna show up.
You're
at the
in the
end.
tomb.
You're
On the wrong
Indiana
side of the
Jones.
river.
But the Beatles, that was definitely like the very
Yeah, that was so
just the
with the
fucking
mummy.
Beatles under your skin is the thing I remember from fucking Mummy, and it's just like
Terrible.
I was gonna, if you guys would have killed some of those zombie hordes, I was gonna have Beatles come out of them too. Just like the idea of Beatles taking over your body and making you into a zombie is just a little flesh puppet is terrifying.
Nice.
Anyways,
Good stuff.
Alright.
GG. Yeah, I gotta make.
GG's, man.
Alright.
Got me all tired.
Bye.
Peace.
See you later.